If you are tuned in for Davenport football at Wayne State University, we'll be on the air in about 20 minutes, from about 10 minutes before the top of the hour. We will start our broadcast, Davenport at Wayne State in GLIAC football. Stay with us. If you are tuned in for Davenport football, we are just about 5-6 minutes away from the start of Davenport's game at Wayne State against the Warriors. So Davenport and Wayne State coming up just a moment here on DUPanthers.com.
Now welcome the Wayne State University Dance and Cheer Teams, coached by Katie Migliori and Audrey McDonald. Get on your feet and dance to the iconic...
Davenport football is on the air live from Tom Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. It's the Davenport Panthers taking on the Wayne State Warriors in a Saturday afternoon GLIAC matchup. Hello everyone, I'm Rick Berkey alongside with my partner Bill Rohn. Spotter Mark Erickson here as well. We get ready for this matchup between the Panthers and the Warriors. Davenport 2-3 on the season, 1-2 in GLIAC after falling last week at home on homecoming 16-14 to the visitors from the UP. Wayne State, meanwhile, looking for his first win of the year. They are 0-6 overall, 0-2 overall. They try to get into the victory column. And as the teams are getting their final warm-ups ready for this one, Bill, the first thing we have to mention is coaches will be unhappy with some execution maybe here and there, but neither coach could be asked for any better weather for a football Saturday in Michigan.
You bet, Rick Berkey, and it's good to be with you today. It is 73 degrees as we get ready for the kickoff. Weatherman says there is a 90% chance of rain, but I don't see it right now.
I think it's going to hold off till we're done.
Yeah, we'll get to drive home in it. That'll be a treat, but I think we're going to have good weather throughout as Davenport looks for its third road win of the season.
Yeah, and again, dropping two in a row in conference play after falling, as we said, to Wayne State or Michigan Tech last week, 16-14. Grand Valley the week before that, 37-14. One of the questions going into this one, Bill, is the status of Davenport quarterback DeJuan Mathis, who was unable to play last week due to a concussion. And Mac Vandenhout got the start, and Grant Thwaites came off the bench eventually and provided a spark for Davenport, got him in the end zone, but it wasn't enough for Davenport to gain a win. Yeah,
DeJuan has been a 61% passer, and Davenport struggled in that area last week. You and I were spying along with Mark Erickson as to where he was in the pregame. We saw him throwing the ball, but we still do not know if he will be behind center when the game starts.
Earlier this week, Sparky McEwen always joins us for the Davenport Coaches Show. Ryan Thompson filled in for me so ably this week. And they previewed this week's game between the Panthers and the Warriors. So let's go back to Tuesday night, see what Sparky and Ryan had to say about this week's matchup.
Coach, you guys have a big game this Saturday. You're going to head to the Motor City and take on Wayne State at 1 o'clock from Tom Adams Field. Kind of what are your impressions on the Warriors as you head into that contest?
You know, it's a team right now that, you know, they're young.
Yeah.
You know, Coach has overhauled that roster, and obviously it's a coaching staff that knows talent, and they've gone out and they've got pieces. You know, so Findlay right now in the GMAC is tied for first, and I think the final score was 7-3.
Yes.
You know, so defensively, you know, they can, you know, they're not going to surprise you with anything because they're going to get after you. And so that's the expectation. They got some speed. They got some talent. They got some strength. I mean, you know, they got good football players. They got some transfers that they brought in that is, you know, they're coming along nicely. And on offense, you can tell that they're just starting to gel a little more. You know, so I've been a part of this thing for a long time, and it's just going to be a matter of time before they break out.
Yeah.
You know, and our football team understands this. But, you know, our football team also understands that we've lost 2 in a row. And that's not acceptable at Davenport University. And, you know, we've built a culture of winning. And, you know, right now this is not sitting well with us where we're at. And practices are very uneasy. And, you know, I tell people all the time, if you show me a guy that accepts losing, I'll show you a loser. You know, and it's unacceptable. And I know we're playing good opponents, but we're a good opponent as well. You know, so the expectation is to close, and not being able to close games, you know, at this point, you know, is very disappointing. You know, so our football team knows that, you know, we got to step up. We got to take the next step, and I know we've got some guys in places that, you know, they're maturing. Well, they got to speed that process up because right now winning is the thing that we talk about around there, and we've worked our butts off. Our past players, our alumni, have worked their tails off to put us in position to feel this way. You know, so we got to finish up with a good week of work, and our focus is on the fundamentals, playing hard, our offense and defense, protecting our passer, working on our fits on defense, and just, you know, being a better football team.
Yeah. Wayne State, I looked it up this morning. They have the toughest strength of schedule in Division II this year, Coach. Their opponents are 23-5. So you had talked about you're not taking anybody lightly, but they're playing the toughest schedule in the country.
They are, and like I told you, you can watch film and you can tell just based on the teams they're playing, that they got talent over there. Don't get it twisted now. These guys, they're going to come out, they're going to hit you in the mouth, and they've got some weapons on the other side of the ball, and it just takes that quarterback, give him a seam. He'll take it the distance. They got receivers that can run. Everybody on their defense can play football, from their defensive line, their linebackers to their back end. This is the team that, like I said, once they get it going, they could be a opponent, that can beat you.
Yeah. Well, and Champ Edwards, a guy last year, a true dual threat quarterback. He threw for over 100 against us, ran for I think 93 in that game. That's something like this year, I think.
On a shortened game.
Sure, and these other teams that have had some success against us, offensively have had that dual threat quarterback. So how do you game plan for somebody that can do both?
Well, we just did a good job against the guy we just played against.
Yeah.
He was a dual threat, and we knew that, dual threat quarterbacks have been the ones that would give us a little more problems than others. And, I felt like the defensive staff did a really good job, with a game plan that our players could still play freely. And those guys did. They played freely, and they did some good things to the Huskies, that made this a good game. I never lost a football game where we scored more touchdowns than our opponent. We scored more touchdowns than the Huskies, and we still lost that game.
Right.
So don't mean to bring that up, but you can see it's still with me a little bit.
Sure.
I just hate to lose.
That's Sparky McEwen on the preview game of this. Bill's got another look at what's going on here with Davenport and in the GLIAC.
You bet, Rick. Nice job by Ryan Thompson on that interview. I like the comment from Coach Sparky. Losing 2 games in a row is not acceptable at Davenport. He's got the program in hand, and you understand why he's disappointed by recent results, including last week's loss, where both Davenport's rushing attack and its passing attack struggled. Looking quickly again at Wayne, they're 0-6 as Ryan Thompson drew out. They played the toughest schedule in the country so far. Big surprise to me, they are led by third-year coach Tyrone Wheatley, who was a Michigan great running back, but the Warriors are only averaging 52 yards a game rushing coming into this game, 52 per team. By contrast, Davenport's Cephas Trey Harris is currently averaging 93 a game on his own, thus leading the GLIAC in rushing. Wayne was beaten last night 59-0. There are 4 teams in the GLIAC currently tied with 2-0 records, including national juggernaut Ferris State. 2-0 so far, Ferris State, Michigan Tech, Grand Valley State, and Saginaw Valley State. Davenport at 1-2, and then Roosevelt and Wayne at 0-2 conference-wise, Northern at 0-3. Some good news for Davenport in terms of getting healthy, if form holds, is they've got a winless Wayne State team today and a 1-win Roosevelt team for next week. With that said, Rick, it is just about time for kickoff. So let's head back to you with our spotter Mark Erickson, as always, letting us know who's where on the football field. With that, the officials putting the ball on the tee. And back to you, Rick.
We are about ready to go. Mickey Keller back, one of the deep spots for he's on the far side. And Sterling Anderson on the near side.
Little bit of wind. The flag is horizontal right now, but I don't think it's going to be a big effect on this game.
Caden Pulaski will boot it away for Davenport. Yeah, we expected it would be a little windier than it actually is. Officials are ready. We'll get their names to you in just a little bit. Gorgeous day for football. Hope you got the popcorn popping. We are underway, Davenport football. It's going to come down to Anderson. And no, it's not. It's going to go over his head into the end zone, a touchback. And the Wayne State Warriors will start with the football, moving it left to right on this splendid Saturday afternoon in mid-October.
You mentioned our officiating crew. Bryce Muller is our referee. Lionel Elcock, the umpire. Steve Town, head line judge. Other line judge, Joshua Walkus. Michael Dunlap is a field judge. Andrew Disher, side judge. And David Buchanan is your back judge today, Rick.
Warriors break the huddle in the solid green uniforms. I mean, green pants, green jerseys, green helmets, and gold numerals. Champion Edwards, they call him Champ. The junior from Los Angeles is the starting quarterback. With Xavier Tyus, the running back in that pistol formation. Start at the 25-yard line after the touchback. Between the hash marks. And he will give it to Tyus up the middle. He's got a hole across the 30, 35. He's got a first down, run of 10 right up the middle. Xavier Tyus, the redshirt sophomore from Portage Northern High School in West Michigan, averaged 3.5 yards a carry. He got 10 on that one. Xavier Marquez bumped him down, but to move the chains on the first down. Big hole up the middle. I'm going to correct myself. That is not. We were told Champ Edwards would start. It is Carson Crehan, the sophomore from Madison, Alabama, starting at quarterback. We got all kinds of surprises from the depth chart from what we were given.
Carson's a big boy, 6'3", 220.
He's just thrown 9 passes so far in this 2025 campaign. He'll drop back to pass here. He's being flushed, and he gets by one man, breaks a tackle, gets back to the line, gets a little bit. He's pumped hard across the 35 by 37. He took a big shot on the shoulders there. Let's see if he's okay. The trainer's starting out there, but he's going to get up, and he is wobbly right away, Bill. Keep an eye on him.
Marquez made the tackle. Good initial pressure by Carlo Abar, who almost had him in the backfield. I think maybe letting him go got Carson a chance to get up ahead of steam, which leads to a big bump in the shoulder when they finally caught him.
Justin Cox is now in at quarterback, relieving him on 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard bump and the injury to Crehan. On 2nd and 8, he will fake the handoff, throw it, knocked down beautifully. Panthers got a hand up and deflected that pass. I think coming in there and getting a hand on it was Xavier Marquez. He's already been on a couple tackles, Bill, and he breaks up a pass, so a good start for Xavier Marquez, the young man from Norwich, Connecticut.
Came flying in, got the right hand up in the air.
I bring a 3rd down and 8 for Cox. Just off the bench, so he hadn't had much warm-up here. He'll take the snap in the shotgun. He's going to be stepping up. He'll throw it over the middle. Caught short of the line to gain. They're going to get it really close. They get to the 44-yard line. Got about all but one page that he made. Drew Hickmott was the receiver. He's the leading catch man. I'm the second leading man on this league, on this team. D'Angelo Bella made the tackle, but it's 4th and 1. And they're going to go for it right away, apparently, Bill, on 4th and 1.
Well, you're 0-6. You're in front of your home crowd. You're at midfield. Why not? Noise picks up a little bit as they break the huddle.
Cox has only thrown 3 passes so far this year coming into today's action. It's 4th and 1. Wildcat, they're going to run it right off the left side, and he's going to be hit. He's not going to make it. Davenport's going to stop. He does lunge forward to make it closer, but I think they stopped him, Bill. I think it was big Austin Stieff, the sophomore from Orlando, Florida, who made the tackle, and DU get it back in great field position, getting a stop on downs right off the bat.
Yeah, we had the Wildcat formation, quick direct snap, and it looked like the ball carrier got a decent start. But then he kind of stuttered, got tripped up, and Davenport had the fists in the air. First down, Panthers. Ball on the Wayne State 44, Rick.
And now we do see right away, there's the answer to our question. Dwan Mathis is in at quarterback, Bill. So we'll keep an eye on him. He missed the last game and a half with that concussion. Give to Harris. Oh, no, Mathis is going to keep it right away off the right side. Got a nice surge out near the 40-yard line. Got about 4 before he's knocked down. They didn't hesitate with him. He's rushed for now over 100 yards on the season, has Dwan Mathis. Bumped down by Max Edwards, but give him about 4, call it 2nd down and 6 for DU right to left. They've got the red pants, white jerseys, and red numerals. Mathis in that pistol formation's got Trey Cephas Harris behind him. He'll give it to Trey off the right side. He's got a seam. He's got a first down across the 35 near the 31-yard line. Trey Harris playing in his home area here. He's from Chippewa Valley. Brought down again by Max Edwards, but he moves the chains down to the 32, let's call it. 1st and 10, DU trying to break this scoreless tie. We are just underway here in the Motor City.
1st and 10, Davenport.
Cephas Harris, 5'8", 215. That's got to be a wallop when he hits you.
Oh, breaking a tackle, Mathis. He's going to get back to the line and get a couple. Boy, he almost lost a big chunk there on that one, but Dwan Mathis got away from him and did turn it into a positive play.
Yeah, that one developed a little bit slow. Thought, as you say, Rick, we'd see a 2-yard loss. Instead, kind of a big 3-yard gain.
Junior Logan McGraw brought him down, but give him 3 on that one. 2nd down and 7 for DU. Give to Harris, right side. Jitterbugs by one guy, but there's plenty of pursuit help. They'll knock him down for no gain at all. And here comes a flag. Might have been a face mask the way that came in, Bill. It was right in front of him. There was no blocker around there. Williams made the tackle, but that referee dropped that right quickly, and I think it could be a face mask.
Yeah, actually, two defenders there, and they struggle to bring him down. I think the hand may get up around the helmet.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 4, 15-yard penalty. First down.
That'll be 15 big ones and move him down inside the red zone all the way down near the 15-yard line. So a great break for Davenport trying to break the scoreless tie. We've played 4 minutes of football here at Tom Adams Field in the Motor City. We look out, the skyline of Detroit all around us.
1st and 10 for Davenport.
1st and 10 for DU. Panthers have got both running backs, their top running backs in the lineup right now, Trey Harris and Caden Collins. They'll usually split Collins out when they do that. Then they do that. They'll move him over to the right side. They'll shift Trey over to the left side. 1st and 10 DU at the 15-yard line. In motion goes Collins. A jet flip, a little flip to Caden. Off the left side, he'll get a couple, then he'll knock him down. They brought him in motion from right to left, give that little underhand flip. It's technically a pass because it went forward. Martell Williams brought him down, but a nice defensive play holds that to a short gain of about a yard. 2nd down and 9 for DU. They're at the near hash mark, moving it right to left. We're high atop the press box here at Tom Adams Field in Detroit. Meach Garrett out wide to the right. Keontae Nixon to the left. Also to the left is Caden Collins. Back to no, they're going to give it up the middle. Quick surge across the 12 to about the 10-yard line. Quick opener, good blocking on that right side line. We'll get the offensive line for you in just a second. Logan McGraw brought him down again, another tackle him. It's going to bring 3rd down to about 3, let's call it, right at the 10-yard line.
3rd down.
3rd and 4, Rick.
Okay. Give to Trey on the left side. He's got the 1st down at the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. Touchdown, Davenport! Trey Harris jitterbugged his way around the defenders, got into the end zone, and DU draws first blood at the 9:33 mark of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, just a delayed handoff, and as you mentioned, Harris just jitterbugged his way into the end zone. We will give you that offensive line after the point after attempt.
Ian Jenkins to attempt out of the hold of Alec Woyan. Snap is good, the spot is good, the snap by Neely, the hold by Woyan, the Jenkins kick is good. Davenport draws first blood. Bill, they took advantage of getting that great field position after the 4th down stop.
You bet, and then their big 6'3", 308 pounds on average offensive line took over. Let's give a little love to them. Left tackle Armani Baskin, 6'3", 300. Adam Sarjo, 6'5", 307. These guys aren't going to get small, Rick. Left guard. Center is Chad Thompson. He goes 6'0", 285. He's the little guy. Darren Vilsaint, 6'3", 330. Right guard. And right tackle Zach Slapnicker, 6'6", 315 grad student. Just a big offensive line. Again, they average 6'3", and they average 308 pounds. So we are at 7-0, 9:33 remaining on the 1st quarter clock, Rick.
Cade Pulaski will tee it up at the 35-yard line. Keller and Anderson back to receive. Davenport leads the all-time series 4-3 in this matchup between these two clubs.
27 Ian Jenkins to kick off.
Yeah, Wayne won 3 of the first 4, and Davenport has won 3 in a row.
Well, the announcer does have it on me. Ian Jenkins is booting it away. He'd been just doing the place kicking, but now Jenkins is getting booted away for Davenport. It'll go all over the head and in the end zone. Took advantage of that nice win. We look out, it's so beautiful up here, but there's a flag on the play right back at the line of scrimmage where the ball was kicked. I think they're going to be offsides. They'll have to
penalty marker on the play.
So that'll move them up 5 more.
We note that Cephas Harris, who was kind of shut down last week, had 21 net yards rushing on that opening drive, so he is off to a good start.
First down, Wayne State.
Let's see if Carson Crean is able to get back in the lineup. We said he was shaken up on just the 3rd snap from scrimmage but it is Justin Cox staying in there at quarterback.
Penalty will be enforced from the 25-yard line. First down, Wayne
First
State.
and 10 at the 30 after the kickoff, and
First and 10 for your Warriors from their own 30.
the offsides on the kicking team for Davenport. 7-0 Panthers on the 4-yard run by Cephas Harris. It might have been 5. Make it 10. Back pass, quick flow pass. Caught at the 30, out to the 35, 40, and run out of bounds. Out of the backfield, Xavier Tyus came out. That's nothing unusual for them. That's his 15th catch out of the backfield this year already, brought down by Jamar Mills. But it's 1st and 10 Warriors, their second first down of the contest for them.
The ball caught in the open on the right-hand side, and plenty of yards afterward. Davenport did not have a defender in the area.
1st and 10 Warriors. Near hash mark, left to right they go on a sun-splashed afternoon here in the Motor City. Long count for Justin Cox. He will keep it. No, he's going to hand it off, and a big loss. That's a tackle for loss. That was a big story last week, even in the loss bill. Davenport had 11 tackles for loss against Michigan Tech. Season best, one of their best in a long time. Kennedy Nelson made the tackle that time.
Loss of a couple.
And Kennedy's tied at the top with 2 fumble recoveries. He almost pried that one loss for his 3rd, but it's a loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12. You hear the wind whipping into our crowd, Mike. Fans in shorts and short sleeve shirts across the Adams Field. 2nd and 12 for Cox, a long count in the pocket. He'll step back, he'll throw it over the middle, and it is caught at the 48-9-yard line. Making the catch was Justice Tuggle, the redshirt sophomore from Redford, Michigan. He got out to the 49. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 for DU. Making the tackle was Latrell Scott for DU.
Latrell Scott on the defense.
Scott had a little help from Jamar Mills. Make it 3rd and a short 4, long 3. No,
3rd down and 4.
4.
2 receivers wide right.
Line of Wayne State.
1 to the left. Xavier Tyus just to the left of the quarterback Cox on 3rd down and 4. Cox in the pocket will go back to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Cox pass.
Good coverage that time by the Panthers' Michael Young. He was looking for Angel Carrillo, the redshirt senior, but good coverage there. Should bring up a punting situation for the Warriors here, with Davenport leading 7-0 here in the first quarter, just at the midway point of the opening frame.
Wayne already out there in formation to kick the ball. Davenport showing up a little slow here.
Asher Gregory with his almost 13-yard per return average. He's number 1 in the GLIAC in punt returns and number 10 in the nation Division II. Now we should mention Dove Eitzen is kicking against this breeze. Let's see if he knocks it down. He kicks it away from Gregory. Gregory will take it right at the 14-yard line. One's wide to the right, gets across the 15 to about the 18 or 19-yard line. Nearly got a seam to get far outside. Nice seeing Asher. You know what? Remember, he had that fumble at the end of last week, but he didn't hesitate at all. That was a somewhat contested catch. He didn't hesitate. He went and got it, made a fairly good return out of it.
A little unhappy on that return. I think he got his shoulders out a little bit too far over his knees, and he may have kind of gone down on his own power there. He was shaking his head as he ran off. Dwan Mathis back in the backfield for the Panthers. He's got Cephas Harris next to him. First down just outside the 20.
Dwan Mathis, the grad student out of Romulus, Michigan, not too far from here, gives it to Trey Harris, left side, tries to turn the corner, busts through one guy, gets across the 23 to about the 24-yard line.
Caden Collins with a carry.
Actually, it was Caden Collins on the carry. It wasn't Trace. It was Wendell Smith coming up and making the tackle, redshirt freshman. Caden Collins on the carry, his first tote of the year. The Canoga Park, California native is a junior. He stays in the backfield after a pickup of, let's give him 4.5. They'll go back to Caden to the left side again. He hits right at the line of scrimmage and dropped right there. Good open field tackle. No gain at all. It'll bring up third down and about 5 for the Panthers. Second possession of the game. They marched it down after getting great field position. 3rd and 5. Mathis has not put it up yet. He's gone back to pass and then scrambled, but has not attempted a pass yet. You've got Trey Harris back in the backfield here on 3rd down and 5 for DU. Near hash mark, right to left, Sun behind them here at Adams Field. Back to pass Mathis over the middle. It is caught for the first down. Keontae Nixon breaks the tackle, 35-40. Keon 50, 45-40, and he's just tripped up across the 40-yard line. It looked like Keontae Nixon was off to the races. Big play for Davenport. Kelly Matthews just got an ankle tackle and he was taking it to the house, Bill.
I thought he was going to go. Redshirt junior who transferred in from Roosevelt.
He was an all-conference performer at Roosevelt as a wide receiver last year, and a nice pickup for DU. Gets him all the way down to the Wayne State 35-yard line. They get a man offside. They got a free play. Mathis is going to go long down the right sideline, and man's out there, and it is caught. Touchdown, Davenport! Dom Gerguric makes the catch for his first Panther touchdown. Dom Gerguric, the grad student from Akron, Ohio, on a 35-yard score, and the Panthers take a 2-score lead.
You had 2 different Davenport receivers, both with about 2-yard cushion on the defenders. It was just a question of which one of them was going to say, after you, sir, and allow the catch. Anyway, we're looking at 14-0 if we get the extra point here.
Ian Jenkins, 1 for 1 so far. Now he is 2 for 2 as he boots it through strongly. Boy, talk about a great start, Bill.
Yeah.
His team's been struggling a little bit offensively the last couple games, and here they get 2 touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. And how about Dom Gerguric, the grad student, transferred from Bowling Green, where he was mostly a special team star. That's just his 5th catch of the year, and his first touchdown as a Panther is a big one, a 35-yard score.
Wayne State fans, please direct your attention to the field and join us in recognizing our spring sports student athletes who earned their first varsity letter as a Warrior.
So Wayne will now recognize one of its other sport teams. That'll give them a break. There are about 20 kids in the end zone. Let's hope they don't say everybody's name.
Oscar Pace, Caleb Sanders.
Meanwhile, the Warrior kickoff team is out on the field, maybe reaching the point where the players will want to get off the sideline and away from the weary Wayne State coaching staff, as this one is 14-0, and there are still nearly 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Sam Knowles at Tom Boston.
Cannot get over this beautiful weather.
We'll have a couple scores to keep an eye on, but we're ahead of most of the games in the GLIAC. I know Ferris is up at Michigan Tech. Keller and Anderson back to receive the kickoff from Ian Jenkins, who just booted that PAT. He's 2 for 2 with the benefit of a little bit of breeze behind him, but he's knocked 2 into the end zone, not a play for touchbacks. Ian Jenkins, true freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan. Keller and Anderson again back deep. This is towards the sideline. That's going to go out of bounds. That'll be good field position for the Warriors as they come back with the ball trailing 14-0 to Davenport here in this first quarter.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team number 27. Ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Going to put the ball on the 35-yard line as a result of that ball that went out of bounds left side on about 6 or 7 yard line. Wayne lets it go and gets the equivalent of a 35-yard return out of it.
Justin Cox, the quarterback, he's a redshirt sophomore from Akron, Ohio. As we said, only 3 passes attempted.
Ball at their own 35.
Carson Crean, the starter, ran for a nice run of about 5 yards, but took a big shoulder hit. Have not seen him on the sideline, Bill, to see if he's getting attention, but the fact that he's not back out there means it must have been somewhat serious. Tyus in the backfield. They will give it to Tyus off the left side. Got 2-3, keeps the legs driving. Nice hard run that time by Xavier Tyus. He rushed for 129 yards, 3.5 yards a carry coming into this one. He got about 4.5 on that one before Jaden Cray, the junior from Sarasota, Florida, brought him down. Give Cray the tackle.
Second down and 4.
Give him 6 on that carry. Nice pickup on first down for Tyus and the Warriors, who trailed Davenport 14-0 with 5:09 to go in our first quarter. Glad you joined us here on DUPanthers.com, where you hear all the road games for free. That's right. Cox turns around, looks at his backfield mate behind him, Tyus. He'll drop back to pass, throw over the middle, caught for the first down across the 48 to the 49-yard line and into Davenport territory. Nice catch that time by Drew Hickmott. The redshirt freshman grabbed it. Edrin Lawler brought him down, the redshirt sophomore from Miami, Florida. But they moved the chains into Davenport territory for the first time today at the 49-yard line of DU.
First down.
Well, we've seen that from both quarterbacks, Bill, so far. When they get back, they want to get rid of it quickly. Not waiting for anything to develop. They're firing it over the middle quickly or on the outside quickly. Fake the handoff. Back to pass Cox. So he's flush and he's going to be hit. He fumbles the ball. It's on the turf and it's grabbed by the Warriors. Oh, big heads-up play. It was Jermaine Young, the lineman from Chicago, Illinois, who hit the quarterback. Cox forced the fumble, and the Warriors very fortunate to come up with that one.
A lot of trickeration on that play. Justin Cox faked a handoff up close, faked a reverse end around. All of that gave Davenport's on-rushing defenseman time to get in and clobber him.
It was running back Braden McKenna who recovered the loose ball and saved the bacon for the time being for the Warriors, but they got second and really, really long. Cox to pass in the pocket. He'll throw it over the middle, and it is caught. 35, 40, 45, and it back into Davenport territory. Nice catch and run that time by Angel Carrillo, the redshirt senior. Asher Gregory brought him. No. Asher Gregory brought him down.
That shows the importance.
Miles Harris make that.
We see the importance of that sack because it's still 3rd and 7 after a long game.
46-yard line of Davenport.
So they're back in the hunt here at 3rd down and 7 at the Davenport 46-yard line. 2 receivers both ways for Cox and company. Cox to pass. He's pressured. He throws it over the middle. Intercepted Davenport. 35, 40, 45, 50, and brought down at the midfield stripe. Here comes a late flag. Give the interception, though, to Nick Pulley, the linebacker from Lansing. Regardless of this, I think that the interception is going to stand, Bill.
Yeah, that flag came down on the return. One of the Wayne players looks like he really took a bang to his knee. He's down, so we're going to have time to sort it out. But I don't see the officiating crew looking like that ball may stay with Wayne.
That is Nick Pulley's first interception of the season as a Panther.
Our spotter, Mark Erickson, pointing out there's not just a flag on the field, there's a hat that only Mark would spot.
The hat comes out, yeah, good job by Mark as always. When a hat comes out, Bill, that means the official saw a second violation, and he only got one flag in his pocket, so he throws the flag on the first one, and if he sees another violation, he throws the hat for the second one. That is, by the way, the 6th interception of the season. Markel Guilford tied for the top of the GLIAC with 2 picks so far this year, including his memorable 100-yard for a touchdown at Gannon. The injured Warrior helping him.
On the play, both by the return team. During the return after the interception, block in the back, return team number 15. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, return team number 15. Both penalties will be enforced. This is number 15's first foul towards disqualification. First down, Davenport.
Well, Jermaine Young just accounted for 30 yards of penalties with the illegal block and then the taunting afterwards. And that's going to turn what was going to be great field position for Davenport all the way back to the 20-yard line. But Nick Tully does get the ball back in the hands of DU, leading it 14-0 here with 2:39 to go in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, Bill's going to check out some other scores in the GLIAC. Ferris State up in Houghton take on Michigan Tech, who we saw last week. Dwan Mathis has stayed the whole way in quarterback. He'll give the handoff off the left side. Nice hole across the left side to the 27, 28-yard line. Cephas Harris on the carry. He got about 8 on that one before he was bumped down by Josh Sakoba. Give him 8, second down and 2. Harris stays in there. Offensive line looking pretty good right now, Bill.
Big boys. Wayne also choosing to confront them with only really kind of 2 down line, 3.
They'll give it to Cephas. No, yeah, they will give it all offside. He's close to the first down. He just got across the 30 and not enough for the first down.
Martell Williams got him the middle linebacker, but you're right. First down Panthers. Ball on the, just inside the 31, Rick.
Well, Davenport's Trey Harris had gone the last 2 games without a touchdown after getting 8 in the first 3 games. Now he's got 9. That sets a school record for touchdown rushes in a season. Back to pass, Mathis in the pocket. Great protection, waiting, looking. Now he's jumping around. He's going to be hit. He gets it and he throws it out of the field.
To who? To who?
He got it across the line of scrimmage.
There you go.
Now they're going to call grounding on him. He was still within the pocket. I thought maybe he'd gotten outside. Will Fenema was the man who was wrapped all around him. And Mathis wanted to get rid of it. There was nobody there. He threw it to the left flat where there was no receiver or defender.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 1. Spot foul. Loss of down. Second down.
Well, this sequence, Bill, tells you the importance of those 2 penalties on the same player by Davenport. Remember, they would have had the ball at midfield had it not been for those 2 penalties.
And there's a third one. Mathis also unfortunate enough to throw that ball right in front of the Wayne State bench. So the coaches were all over the officiating crew.
Third down, or make that second down, about 16. Draw play, Harris in the middle, gets by 1 man. Nice breaks a tackle, 30, 34, 35, 40, 43. They can't bring him down. He's got a first down all the way out to the 44-yard line. They couldn't stop Cephas. There wasn't a whole lot there. The line got him about 4 yards. He got the rest on of his own. Ram Hammond finally brought him down, but not till he moves the chains to the 44-yard line.
How would you say it? 7 different Warriors got a hand on him. None of them got him down.
Harris off to a great start rushing the football. 1st and 10 DU. Mathis, swing pass out here. Caught and then dropped right away. Nice open field tackle. George Sims on the reception. Rahaman on the tackle. Loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12 for DU.
Loss of about 2. 2nd down and 12.
Garrett and Sims out wide to the right. Keontae Nixon to the left. 14-0 Davenport. A rushing touchdown by Trey Harris. And then a 35-yard touchdown pass from Dwan Mathis to Dom Grigoric, counting for the 2 DU scores. 2nd and 12. In motion goes Caden Collins. Now they put him back behind the quarterback, and we got a whistle.
This is the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter. All right, Bill, let's check out some other scores from around the area, around the GLIAC.
Only 1 game started ahead of us, a 1 o'clock noon game up at Tech. We were wondering on the way in if the Huskies could hold the red-hot Ferris State team to less than 40. It is 21-3 Ferris at halftime. Ferris State in its last 3 games scoring 76, 66, and then 59 points. Today, 21-3 lead over Michigan Tech at half. 2 o'clock games that we will see. Saginaw Valley at Grand Valley, Northern Michigan and Roosevelt. Again, those games don't start for 25 minutes.
But the story there, Bill, is Michigan Tech has scored. It was 201-0 Ferris's last 3 games, so Tech did it on the board with a field goal at the half.
Score update from Michigan.
How about that?
At halftime, Michigan Tech 3.
Did you give those other games later, buddy?
Yeah, we did.
You
2
did.
o'clock
All right.
games.
All right.
At Grand Valley and at Roosevelt, next week's Davenport opponent.
They'll switch sides. Davenport will go against the wind with the red pants and white jerseys, white helmets. Solid green all the way around with gold numerals and trim for the homestanding Wayne State Warriors. 14-0 Davenport.
Second and 12 for Davenport.
2nd and 12, Mathis. He just throws it off his back foot down here to Meach Garrett. Meach comes back, and he can't get it, and there's a flag.
He got
Gonna be
pushed.
interference. I don't think sometimes you'll see that back shoulder throw. I don't think that was by design, Bill. I think the wind just knocked it down. Jonathan Tillman hit him a little early. His teammate also hit Meach. It'll be a pass interference penalty and give Davenport a first down.
Well, Tillman was back there. That ball was thrown so high, it was like watching somebody get ready to signal fair catch. Tillman then backing up, trying to catch up.
Defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Knocks the receiver over, really accidentally, but also right out in the open.
First and 10, DU. Ball placed at their little confusion on where they're going to place this football. Finally, they do at the Wayne State 43-yard line.
First and 10 Panthers from the Wayne State 43.
A lot of back and forth as to setting this ball up. Now I think they're about ready to play.
Well, initially, we've got a 2-back set for DeJuan Mathis with his running backs Harris and Collins flanking him. Now they send Collins in motion. Give to Trey Harris right side. Nothing there. He'll fight for a couple, maybe 3.
Well,
Boy, it still he takes a couple. It takes a half the team to bring him down.
Harris on the carry for Davenport.
Remember, Trey Harris's older brother Myron Harris ran wild and set a school record rushing last time we were here. But now, since then, younger brother Cephas has broken that record. Will Fenema on the tackle. Will Fenema is a West Michigan guy, Bill. Went to Thornapple Kellogg, and I'm sure he went to South Christian. He's from Middleville, went to South Christian High School. Fenema on the tackle. Give 4 yards eventually. 2nd down and 6 for DU. Harris in the backfield. Meach Garrett out wide to the right. In motion goes Collins. Give it. No, they'll keep it. Mathis off the right side. Got across the 35, about the 33-yard line. He's close to the first down. He's right at the line to gain. Let's see if they give it to him or not.
Aiden Johnson with the tackle. One of the officials deciding. I thought he got a first down. They're not going to give it to him.
He's about a foot shy of the line to gain. 3rd down and a foot. I don't expect anything fancy here, the way that offensive line's been performing, the way Trey Harris has been running the football. They'll give it to the young man from Chippewa Valley High School, not too far from here. And hopefully move the chains. 3rd down and a foot. They'll give it to Trey off the left side. Got the first down and more to the 30, the 27, to the 26. Boy, good block on the left side of that offensive line that time, Bill.
Yeah, also again, we've got Anthony Armony Baskin and Adam Sarjo just doing the work over there. Also real nice patience by Harris. He just stood there in the backfield waiting for the way to be cleared, and it was.
Ball on the Wayne State 27.
At the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for DU. Jeremiah Sterling, the number 3 running back, is in there now in the backfield, Bill, on 1st and 10 for DU.
Somebody getting a rest.
Back to pass. Mathis throws it. Meach Garrett's got it. Across the 15 for the first down. Meach Garrett, the Michigan City, Indiana native, grabs his 4th catch of the season. Moves the chains. Kelly Matthews brought him down, but it's 1st and 10 DU, leading at 14-0 here in the early stages of the second quarter.
Harris just froze the defense with a real nice fake to his running back.
Ball at the 14 of Wayne State.
Ooh, Wayne may have jumped offside. Now long bomb.
Down into the corner of the end zone for Garrett. Incomplete, and there's a flag.
Well, again, they're grabbing each other's jerseys. That'll be on Wayne, I think. In the corner of the end zone. Yep, passing. Well, wait a minute.
If it was in the end zone, it'll be out to the 2-yard line.
Davenport clapping it up.
Let's listen in.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So it wasn't in the end zone. The violation, they say, occurred at about the 6-yard line, it appears. It'll be 1st and goal, DU leading to 14-0 with a great chance to add on to that advantage. Play coming in a little bit late, but they've got plenty of time on the play clock here. 1st and goal, DU. Call it the 5. It's just a foot outside the 5-yard line. We'll call it a 5. 2 backs in there, Harris and Caden Collins. Give to Collins, or Harris rather. He's got down to the 2 to the 1, just short of the line to gain for the goal, to touchdown.
Max Edwards on the stop for the Warriors.
Max Edwards on a stop.
2nd and goal from the 1. DU needs to punch it in and take full command of this game.
Ball at the Wayne State 1-yard line.
Harris in the backfield, pistol formation. They'll give it to Cephas, right side. Touchdown, Davenport! Number 10 on the season, 2 on the afternoon, and the Panthers take a 3-score advantage.
This time it's the right side of the line. Darren Vilsaint and Zach Slapnick are doing the work. Not too hard for Harris to get in there. He gets the 6 points. Right side of the Davenport offensive line doing a lot of the work there as we wait for the PAT.
Ian Jenkins to attempt that PAT. Out of the hold of Alec Woyan. The long snap by Jace Nelson. It's up. The kick is good. And it's 21-0 Panthers. And DU couldn't have asked for a much better start here, Bill.
No, Rick, there is an old expression that I think journalism professors weeded out of people, and the expression is the route is on. I get that feeling here. Wayne just not getting much accomplished early, and Davenport almost can't miss. 21-0. 11:38 on the second quarter clock. Do keep noticing Wayne's still alive on the bench, but no matter what the coaches tell him, they seem to give up a score every time Davenport gets the ball.
Let's give a big round of applause.
By the way, we will have an extended halftime today. They've got some festivities going on here. So we'll entertain you with some music. We'll have first half stats, and we assume we're going to get stats eventually.
Yeah, we did not get.
There we go. Now we got them.
That might be the. Oh, there it is. First quarter, maybe, or.
No, it says 21-0. It's up to the minute. So go ahead. We'll catch up.
Well, that's a little bit too bad. Let's talk about Wayne for a second.
Sterling Anderson.
Rushing yards. I
Kicking
can't
off
find
for the
them. I
Panthers,
think
27,
Wayne's
Ian Jenkins.
total offense 57 yards. Davenport's 165.
There's a rushing,
Wayne,
2 yards rushing.
And they came in averaging 52. Again, coached by all-time Michigan running back great Tyrone Wheatley. That also says something, Rick Berkey, about what happens net yardage-wise when your quarterback gets sacked 3 or 4 times.
This would be a short kick to Keller. He'll come up. No, it's taken by an up man who calls a fair catch at the 25-yard line. That's where the Warriors were trailing Davenport 21-0. Some other numbers, Bill.
See what else we got. First downs, Davenport 9-3 advantage. We mentioned a 78-2 net rushing advantage. 87-55 for Davenport as to passing. Davenport is 5 for 5 through the air We did miss Dwan Mathis last week. And overall total offense, Davenport 22 plays, 165 yards. Warriors 14 plays for 57 yards. They start their drive on the 25 here in the second quarter. New quarterback for Wayne. He
First and
carries the
10.
ball.
He'll give it off to Tyus, the top running back, and he's got nowhere to go. He's knocked backwards. They'll give his forward progress for maybe a yard gain. Xavier Tyus, the redshirt sophomore, is a West Michigan guy. Went to Portage Northern High School in the Kalamazoo area.
He took a direct snap there.
Kennedy Nelson in on the tackle.
Ball at the 26-yard line of Wayne State.
Give him a yard, 2nd down and 9. Justin Cox came in relief of the starter who was injured in the first series of the game. Back to pass, Cox, little flare pass. Grabbed at the 25 to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. Grabbed nicely by Angel Carrillo. He got across the line for about 4 or 5 before Diamond Evans, the grad student from Orland Park, Illinois, came up and dropped him down. Bring up a 3rd down, let's call it 5, right at the 30-yard line. Right to left go the Warriors with the green pants, green jerseys, and gold numerals. Trailing your Davenport Panthers with the red pants, white shirts, white helmets, and bright red numerals.
Ball at the Wayne State 30.
21-0 DU with the lead. Warriors do have the wind to their back now for this second quarter. 2 receivers both ways for Cox and company. In that shotgun, takes it back to pass in the pocket. He'll look, he's hit, and he's going to be dropped all the way back at the 21-yard line. Big sack by Kennedy Nelson, the senior from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Rick, do you know is that the 3rd or the 4th sack? I do know that Wayne's net rushing now would be something like -5 on the game. We got a credit for only 1, but we've seen it again and again.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side, but it still only credits 1. 4th down in a punting situation. Asher Gregory receive. I hope he really boots this one. I want to see Asher get a little space out there with his #1 GLIAC average return. And he does get it away. Asher will come up, take it at the 38-yard line. Gets by the first man to the 40. Keeps the legs driving to the 44. They'll knock him backwards, but a nice return. Boy, he's hard to bring down. He's exciting, Bill. And by the way, going back to that fumble last week on late in that game, I don't blame him. He was trying to make a play happen. End of the game, Davenport needed something to happen. You had to take a chance. Wendell Smith brought him down that time, but it's a 1st and 10 DU leading at 21-0 here over Wayne State in the Motor City.
I think one more Davenport score here might make this just a miserable afternoon for a number of fans.
Harris in the backfield, and it's kept by Mathis on the option. He'll put it in the belly and bring it back out, get across the line to about near the midfield stripe, a little pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Greg Johnson finally made that stop up the middle for the Warriors.
4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6.
Give him 4, 2nd and 6.
49-yard line.
Harris, before this drive, had already gained 69 yards and 2 touchdowns with a long of 20. Mathis gives it to Trey off the left side, tries to turn the corner. He does. 45, 40, 1st down before he's run out of bounds. Harris continues to pile up the points. He's going to go well over the century mark here.
Love to see a replay there. He had the middle linebacker on him there. And Wendell Smith, a cornerback, finally made the tackle, but Harris just scraping the middle linebacker off his legs as he went around the left side. 1st down, ball right on the 40.
Cephas with 2 touchdowns already on the day, 10 on the season. That's a new Panther record for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. He's got Gerguric and Mike Young out wide to the right, he being the quarterback, Dwan Mathis, who's gone the distance so far for DU. High snap, Mathis handles it, little flip pass, caught him out of the backfield, grabbed at the 40 to the 35 to the 30. This is the tight end, Clint Walker, his best reception action, might be his best reception of the year. The Goshen, Indiana native grabbed it, got it right down to about the 10 yards he needed for the 1st down. Let's see where they mark him. Run out of bounds by Rahman, but they're going to say he stepped out just shy of the line to gain. They're going to mark him at the 32-yard line of Wayne State. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Mathis stands up, gets the secondary call. He's got Mike Young split out wide to the right. Gergurik out to the left. Gergurik already has a touchdown reception, his first of the Panther back in the first quarter. Mathis to pass. Now he's going to run. He's got the first down 30, 25, and he's bumped down hard at the 21-yard line. They spun him around, but he held on to the football. 1st and 10 DU, brought down by Lions. But it's 1st and 10 DU after the, I don't know if that, you think it was a design run, Bill, or not?
I think he just saw something there. He also kind of one-handed lunch bucketed that ball. A little dangerous, but there was nobody near him at the time.
Ball at the Wayne State 22.
Which I think goes to the idea that he just saw a big opening.
Three receivers left for Dewan Mathis. Flip pass. Caught out here by Kalen Shaw. He gets to the left side. He breaks a tackle. 15, 10. Kalen Shaw, 5, and he's run out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. First catch of the season for Kalen Shaw, the redshirt sophomore from Detroit, playing in his hometown. Bumped out of bounds by McGraw, but Kalen Shaw moves the ball all the way down inside the 5. 1st and goal DU at the 4.
1st and goal, Davenport.
I seen Kalen Shaw, the redshirt sophomore, get his hands on the football.
Davenport again and again catching the ball in open field. Nobody around him when the receivers get that thing.
Caden Collins in the backfield on 1st and goal. Ball about the 4.5-yard line. Mathis looks over the defense. Sends a man in motion left to right. Gives to Caden Collins, right side 3, the 2, and that's about it. Couple yards for Caden Collins, the transfer from San Jose State University.
Good stop by Max Edwards. Keep him out of the end zone.
On the defense, that's Max Edwards.
Edwards on the tackle for the Warriors.
From the Wayne State 2.
Let's see if we can get Caden in the end zone here.
Clock running at 5:30. Probably down to about 5:20 when they snap it.
They're going to bring Collins along with Gergurik out wide to the right, as is Mike Young. Now they bring Caden back to the left side. He goes back to the right. They don't know where to put him. And they're going to call a timeout. A lot of confusion on that set there. Sparky McEwen not happy.
Charge timeout.
He's not had a lot to be unhappy with, I would say, so far, Bill.
Yeah, how do you find something to be unhappy about?
Panthers 3 touchdowns, a 9-yard Cephas Harris touchdown run at the 9:37 mark of the first quarter. Then a 35-yard touchdown pass from Mathis to Dom Gergurik. First touchdown in the career of Dom Gergurik at Davenport. That made it 14-0 DU. And then at the 11:38 mark of the second yard, a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Harris. His second of the game, his 10th of the year. 21-0 Davenport, with Ian Jenkins converting all 3 PAT attempts following those scores. And that's what it is, 21-0, with DU just about 2 yards away from adding a 4th score here. 2nd and goal.
Unofficially, they have a 218 yards in total offense. Wayne has 56.
Cephas Harris back in the backfield on 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Can he get number 3 on the day? Everybody packed in tight offensively. They will give it to Cephas, to the 2, to the 1. He crashes forward. I think he's short. He got just inside the 1-yard line. He's about a foot shy. A lot of pushing and shoving afterwards. Guys, don't lose that field position. You're a foot away from scoring. Don't get those shoves in. Matthews on the tackle. He's been on a bunch of them for the Warriors, but let's not mess around. I'm trying to remember, have we seen a quarterback sneak this year, Bill, for Davenport? I don't think we have.
We don't often line up underneath.
Yeah. We've seen quarterback design runs inside the goal line, but no over-center quarterback sneak traditional. Harris in the backfield, 3rd and goal. Give to Trey, left side to the 2, to the 1. He keeps the legs driving. Touchdown, Davenport! Trey Harris is 3rd of the day, and DU with a 27-0 lead.
Harris met contact at about the 1-yard line, but just kept fighting there. Off the left side. Tackle on that side is Armani Baskin, again 6'3", 300 pounds, crumpling the Wayne defensive line.
Ian Jenkins boots it up. He is 4 for 4. It is 28-0. And let's go back to that pregame interview where Sparky was talking about how he hates losing, Bill.
Sounds good. He said 2 in a row, and that is not acceptable at Davenport. I don't know what the rest of the season is for Wayne. Davenport comes home for 4 in a row after today's game, but you gotta feel a little bad for the Warriors, down 28-0. Updating very briefly that Michigan Tech score, they are still 21-3 up in Houghton. Ferris leading that game.
By the way, if you're wondering, the Panther record for rushing touchdowns in a game is 4, set by Mike Ivey at Kentucky Christian back in 2016. That was our NAIA days, our first year of football, wasn't it? In the 16, this is our 10th year, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
DU will boot it away. Anderson and Keller back to receive. It's come up to a short man again. They will call the fair catch at the 25-yard line and start from there.
Marvin McCallum grabbing that ball. That's about 2nd or 3rd time he's done it, as Davenport has used that little pop-up kick down around the 30 again and again, as they have also scored again and again. Davenport now with a 12-3 first down advantage. And the rushing numbers are Davenport 23 for 108. Wayne with the ball, 8 carries for -3 as they start this drive.
Back to pass, they'll throw it over, tipped in the air, incomplete. He was looking for Justice Tuggle, who was open, but he just couldn't quite haul in. The pass was a little bit high, though.
Number 7, Justice Tuggle, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line of your Warriors.
2nd and 10 for Wayne State. Warriors, 3rd year under the guidance of Tyrone Wheatley, the former Michigan great running back, looking for their first win of the season. Cox, and there's some movement up front. I don't know if the Davenport jumped or if somebody, the offensive line, led him into it.
It is Reed Snitker signaling that he was drawn off, and it looks as though the
offense number 73, 5-yard penalty.
refs agree. False start by Wayne, right tackle.
Charge timeout, Wayne State. Their first of the half.
That'll make it 2nd down at about 15.
Direct your attention to the south end zone as we recognize today's faculty members of the game.
DU will be home now for the rest of this season, Bill. 4 straight games at home, starting next week against Roosevelt at 12 noon. Then at Saginaw Valley on November 1st at 12 noon. Northern Michigan on November 8th at 12 noon, and Ferris State on November 15th at noon again. So the next 4 Saturdays, Davenport is home, all 12 noon. Let's get out here and watch this team, which seems certainly revitalized today so far in the Motor City.
And one of those will be their big shot against Ferris State, currently ranked number 1 in the nation, and that's not going to change as they are comfortably ahead of Michigan Tech today.
Research explores how drugs affect the brain and behavior with the goal of better understanding and treating substance use, addiction, and post-traumatic stress. He has published widely and leads important studies supported by national funding. In addition to his work,
2nd down and
Dr. Parent is a proud supporter of Warrior Athletics.
15, let's call it, for the Warriors. Back at the 20-yard line.
Warriors, let's give a big hand to today's faculty members of the game, Dr. Elena Conti and Dr. Shane Parent.
Cox back to pass over the middle. It is caught at the 25 to the 27-yard line and spun down right there. Making the catch was Angel Carrillo, brought down by Latrell Scott.
False start penalty hurting. They picked up 7 there, but it leads to a 3rd and 8 because the Warriors, when they're not getting sacked, are jumping offside and otherwise moving backward. 3rd and 8 on the 27.
Latrell Scott has been a leading tackler on this team all season long. 3rd down and long for the Warriors. Cox to pass in the pocket. He's flushed out. He's going to be hit. He's going to be dropped back at the 20-yard line. 2 Panthers sandwiched him. Austin Stieff was the first to get there. I believe it's his 2nd sack of the day.
Who do you have with him? I see the number 4-6, is it? Oh no, Kennedy Nelson with the assist.
Panthers got it going on both sides of the line of scrimmage right now, leading at 28-0. They'll get the ball back in good field position. Asher Gregory standing back at his own 45-yard line. Dove Eitzen averages 37.5 yards a kick with a long of 54 to boot it away for the Warriors. Good snap to Eitzen. Pressure's on. He gets it away. Gregory will watch it, hit about the 45-yard line, takes a high snap over his shoulder. It's going to get a huge roll all the way down near the 21-yard line.
I think Asher wanted to grab at that ball, but thought better.
About a 59-yard punt out of bounds. You can't do much better than that from Eitzen's standpoint, punting for the Warriors. DU with the ball back, leading at 28-0. You hear the wind whipping into our crowd mic as it's picking up here. Trey Harris with 3 touchdowns on the ground for DU. 9 yards, 1 yard, and 2 yards out. And a 35-yard scoring toss from Dwan Mathis to Dom Gerguric, accounting for the other tally for DU.
2:54 on the clock. Be interesting to see Sparky's attitude here.
Mathis rolling out, flips it out here out of the backfield. Harris has got it at the 25, breaks a tackle 30, 35, lowers his shoulder. Here comes a flag. This could be a blocking violation against DU. It would have been a first down on the back catch out of the backfield, but let's check out the penalty. Rahaman in on another tackle.
I think it's a hold way out on the sideline. Let's see.
Holding. Offense number 4. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul.
Well, that was some blocking behind the play.
Caden Collins, the guilty party for DU, negating a first down, what would have been a first down pass. The only good news is it's a spot foul, so that'll just move the ball back a couple yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Let's call it 1st and 12 for DU. They shift Harris over to the right side of Dwan Mathis on first down. Dwan to pass, looking for Harris. He can't see him, so he's going to run to the 20, the 25, and he slides down right there. They'll mark him down where the slide starts. They always bring that back, I think, farther than they should on that, where the quarterback starts to slide.
You wonder, maybe a lot of officials were ex-defensive linemen.
2nd and 9, Mathis to pass again, looking, out of the backfield, throws it over the middle, caught at the 25 and brought down immediately. Nice open field tackle. Caden Collins out of the backfield grabbed it. But he's brought down by Rahaman, who's playing a whale of a game. He's a redshirt freshman from Detroit. Bring up 3rd down and long after the 2-minute timeout, Bill. Again, we'll have an extended halftime, so we'll play some music for you. We'll get some first half stats, scoring totals, summaries, and such.
You notice, Rick, Davenport traveled fairly well today. A lot of red across the field from us.
Well, a lot of Detroit area natives on the Panthers roster made the trip over. And on a sun-splashed October afternoon in the Motor City, why not? 28-0 DU. Not to be greedy here, but I think Sparky McEwen would love to do nothing more than get 1 first down, and then if you can tack on something more, but 1 more first down should just about wind out the rest of the half.
Yeah, what's Wayne got for timeouts? 2 left.
Scoreboard, which is not official, says they've got 2 left. Third down and 5 for DU. Mathis in the pocket, dropping back. He's looking, he's being pressured. Throws it off the back foot, caught by Clint Walker to the 30. Breaks a tackle, here comes another penalty. 35-40, Clint Walker breaks a tackle, 45-50. He's into Wayne State territory. All the way down at the Wayne State 40, biggest play of the season by far for the Goshen, Indiana native Clint Walker. Let's check out the penalty. Might be roughing the passer, Bill. They'll just tack on some more. Let's check it.
Personal foul.
It is.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 90. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
Big play by tight end Clint Walker. He had only 6 catches on the season, coming in with a long of 12.
Ooh.
That was over 30 yards pick up that time for Clint. He had 15 more to the proceedings with the penalty, and they're all the way down to the Wayne State 28-yard line. They're no longer thinking about running out the clock, Bill.
Yeah, here's your punishment for roughing the passer. We're going to score again.
Empty backfield for Mathis and company. 3 right, 2 left.
Wayne State 28.
Far hash mark. Dewan takes the snap in the pocket. Now he's going to run. Looking. Now he'll throw it down the left sideline, tipped in the air and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Keontae Nixon, who you could tell was trying to focus on getting his feet in. I'm not sure he would have been able to anyway. Wendell Smith on the coverage for Wayne State. 2nd and 10, stops the clock with 1:42 to go. Davenport 28, Wayne State nothing. Scoreboard says the Panthers have 2 timeouts left. Against this breeze, this would be a heck of a kick if they don't get any more, Bill. I think they're going to have to get closer to give Ian Jenkins a shot if they have to settle for a 3 attempt.
Yep, plenty of time.
Mathis again in the pocket, stepping up. He goes long over the middle for Meach Garrett, and it's incomplete. They had him covered well, did the Warriors. Bring up 3rd down and 10 for DU.
Amari Holler on the coverage. Actually, a couple Wayne State Warriors down there.
3rd down and 10 for DU. 2 left. Keep an eye on tight end Clint Walker, who's on the slot left now, Bill. He's been open twice, wide open. See if they go back to him again on 3rd down and long. Mathis to pass in the pocket, looking. He's trying to set up a screen. He throws, intercepted. It's going to go the other way. 50, 45, 40. All the way down goes Johnson. 30, 20, 10. A pick 6, the 2nd pick 6 Juwan Mathis has shown this season. And the Warriors get on the board.
Rick Mathis looked like he was just trying to get rid of the ball because he was clearly going to get sacked. I don't know if he got fixated on the opposing player or what, but he threw it right to him. That ball caught waist high, and you knew it was a touchdown from the minute they picked it off.
Nowak to attempt the point after.
Still,
in the hole.
we'll check the yardage. It was about a 60-yard return. Wayne State's Griffin Nowak, who will try the PAT. He's 8 for 8, make it 9 for 9. Wow, it looked like it was going to be maybe 35-0 Davenport. Now it's 28-7, and Wayne State's got hope, more importantly, Bill.
Yeah, that'll change things. I don't remember who got the opening kickoff. It was Davenport, wasn't it?
No, Wayne
Oh,
State
got it?
won the toss and elected to receive, so DU will get the football to start the 2nd half.
Well, Sparky on the sideline, he is not giving any instructions to Mathis, so Juan will just have to do better next series. He's not getting chewed out anywhere. And they still have the 21-point lead.
Simpson Shaw back to receive. Forty, Griffin Nowak to kick off for your
Nowak to boot it away for the Warriors. Kalen Shaw and Sims to receive for DU.
Wonder if they try an onside kick. Nope.
They're going to boot it with that wind. It's going to go all the way into the end zone and way into the back line, and DU will get it back. 28-7. But this, considering their record and how they've really not been competitive in many of their games, Bill, pretty good crowd here for Wayne State on this sun-splashed afternoon in the Motor City.
Yeah, and that last play gives them a reason to hang around for the second half.
First and 10 Panthers from their own 25.
What was the yardage on that return there, Bill? Officially
67.
67 on that return by Nowak.
They credit that to Luke Johnson, Rick, for what it's worth.
Was it okay?
Yeah,
Was it 50,
wide side
52?
linebacker,
Scratching,
a
I got,
freshman.
yeah, Luke Johnson. I said Nowak. Nowak was the kicker.
Edwards on the stop. 11-yard gain.
Edwards with a tackle after a quick pickup 11 for the Panthers. Again, we wonder whether they may want to just head for the locker room.
Running no huddle, back to pass Mathis in the pocket, out of the backfield. He throws it, it's caught at the 40. 44, reversing tackle to the 45-yard line. George Sims breaks another one, and he is hit hard at the 47. He got the first down.
How dumb. The guy who hit him, who was that? Kelly Matthews?
No, it was Richmond.
I think that
Was it okay?
Anyway, he hit him hard and then said, well, now it's time
To
to
showboat.
woof over you in front of a crowd.
It was the best hit of the day by far for the Wayne State defense. And what does he do? He gets up and he taunts.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 20 for taunting.
Yeah, number 20 for taunting.
Unsportsmanlike towards
Kelly Matthews.
Does he stay on the field?
Davenport.
Trying to think, do I see him out there? If he came up, now they're putting it back on. He ran off to get a talking to, but now he's coming back. I think he was told not to do that again.
That moves the ball all the way to the 38-yard line. They will start the clock with under a minute to go. DU does have a couple timeouts left. And the play's coming in late here. Come on, guys. Boy, they're taking forever. 45 and counting. Mathis, draw play. Cephas Harris, he gets by one man to the 40. Jumps to the outside and he runs out of bounds inside the 42-yard line. Not a whole lot there. He got what he could. Richmond bumped him out of bounds. Stops the clock with 37 seconds to go in the first half. 28-7, Davenport leads Wayne State here in Detroit.
Gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
Second down and 8 for DU. Two receivers make that 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Mathis. Back to pass. Deep out pattern for Keontae. Here comes a flag. Keontae makes the catch, and he's run out of bounds for a first down, but here's a flag. This could be a hold on DU. Nice grab over there by Keontae Nixon. Wendell Smith on the coverage. Let's check that out. Davenport's moving backwards. It's going to be a holding, I believe.
Holding. Offense number 53.
So instead of first and 10 at the 25, it's going to be second and 20. Ball all the way back near the midfield stripe at the 48.
And maybe that'll lead to Sparky saying, hey guys, let's head into the locker room.
And we've got a 3-touchdown lead. We get the ball to start the second half. And give the ball to Cephas Harris. Who knows what magic might occur, right?
Yeah.
He's already got 3 touchdowns on the day. Back to pass Mathis, though, in the pocket. He'll throw it over the middle. Grabbed by Collins at the 35, and he's brought down right there. Short of the line to gain. Davenport will. I thought they'll call a timeout. They haven't called it yet. Now they do. About 5 seconds ran off before Sparky. That's not like Sparky at all.
No.
Rahaman on the tackle.
Second of the half.
He was tackled with about 28 seconds to go. And Sparky didn't call the timeout till there's 22 left on the clock. As we said, very uncharacteristic how he coaches. 1 timeout left, though, with 22 seconds to go. Bring third down and
Attention Warrior fans looking at
let's call it 7.
Welcome to Warrior Village, the ultimate end zone tailgate spot, located in the north.
At the 35, definitely not field goal range for Ian Jenkins. Even with the wind, I don't think they try one here. So it's 4-down territory for Davenport. Leach Garrett and Caden Collins out wide to the right for DU as they come out of this.
At Warrior Village.
George Sims and Keontae Nixon out wide to the left. 3rd and 7 DU. 22 seconds left in the half. Davenport 1 timeout remaining. Mathis to pass in the pocket. Steps up, throws it over the middle. And it is caught at the 25-yard line for the first down. Nice diving grab by George Sims, the redshirt junior from Racine, Wisconsin.
Martell Williams on the stop, 18 seconds, Rick.
They'll start it. They've not called it. Back to pass. Mathis in the pocket, looking. He throws a deep out pattern for Keontae. It's incomplete. Clock stops with 9 seconds to go. They still have a timeout, Bill, so they don't have to. They can get at least 2 plays off here. You hear that wind whipping into the crowd, Mike. Blowing right to left. Davenport going right into the breeze. From here, it would be a 42-yarder. Under normal conditions, I would say I'd give Ian Jenkins a shot. Maybe they will. But again, the wind is a very, very big factor in that decision. 2nd and 10. Mathis, handoff. Cephas Harris left side. He's going to be hit for a loss. Davenport calls its final timeout with 5 seconds to go. Martell Williams on the tackle. Cephas had no hope at all. I don't think they're going to bring the field goal team out there. Boy, Ian Jenkins, first attempt of a field goal as a collegiate last week. Could have been a memorable one. The true freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan. 49-yarder, Bill, at the end, the final minute plus. And he got it there at the farm, just a little bit off to the right. It could have been the difference in the 2-point Panther loss.
I don't know what it does for his confidence. That might be the only real reason to send him out here. Like, let's try another one. We're up 21. But then there's the block, and you can tell I'm not coaching because Mathis and crew are back on the field.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Final play of the half, barring a penalty. Now the officials call timeout. I think Davenport or Wayne State called a timeout, I believe.
Charge timeout. Wayne State. They're second to that.
They're second. They're each team with 1 timeout left. Davenport won't have a chance to use its timeout, almost certainly. Now, I guess it is physically possible. You could throw a quick slant pattern, get down on one knee, call a timeout, and have it only take 4 seconds. You'd need some help from the timer, though, and you're on the road. I don't know if you'd get that assistance.
No, probably not.
Need a quick trigger finger for that. See what they can dial up here, though, on what should be the final play of the half. 3 receivers bunched to the right on 3rd down. Mathis, delayed handoff to Cephas to the left side of the 25 to the 20. They'll bump him out of bounds. Pick up about 9, but that'll end the half without a flag, and I don't see one anywhere. And that'll end the first half. Wait a minute. Hold on.
That is the end of the first half. The end of the first half.
And now they say it is the end of the half. That's the end of the first half. We'll have a run down the scoring summary. Davenport got on the board first in the first quarter after getting a 4th down stop on defense. Wayne State got the football. Davenport stopped him on 4th and 1. Got the ball back in great field position, moved it down to the 9-yard line where Cephas Harris ran it in from 9 yards out. Ian Jenkins' kick made it 7-0 Davenport, 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Davenport got a stop on defense, got the ball back, moved it down to the 35-yard line where Mathis then connected with Dom Gerguric for his first touchdown as a Panther from 35 yards out. Jenkins' PAT was good again. It was 21-0 Davenport, or make that 14-zip DU. Early second quarter, Davenport moves the ball down inside the 10-yard line. Then on 3rd and goal from the 1, Harris took it up the middle, and it was 21-0 Davenport. Got the ball back later in the second quarter, got it down to the 1-yard line again, where Trey Harris punched it in again from 1 yard out, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 11th of the season. Jenkins' PAT made it 28-0 Davenport, and the Panthers were driving for what could have been a 5-score advantage late in the half, under 2 minutes to go. But Dwan Mathis was picked off by Johnson. The linebacker returned it 67 yards for the only score for the Wayne State Warriors. Nowak's kick made it 28-7 in favor of Davenport. Teams go to the locker room with that tally right now. Bill's got some team numbers before we get some individuals for you.
Yeah, and then think about those tacklers, Rick, because I've been sitting here thinking Davenport's defense has been every bit as good as its offense. They haven't given up anything today. It was that interception. So here's some first half numbers for you. Davenport winning the first down battle, 19-3. Davenport 28 carries for 133 yards on the ground. Most of that Cephas Harris. Wayne State 9 carries, minus 10 net yards. That's because of all those sacks, but minus 10 yards rushing for the Warriors in the first half. Davenport 13 for 17. Welcome back, Dwan Mathis, for 187 yards. Wayne 7 for 11, but really not doing much through the air. They have 66 yards. Total offense, Davenport, 45 plays, 320 yards. That's more than twice as many plays. Wayne State 20 plays offensively for 57 yards total, or 56. So 320 to 56 offensive advantage. Davenport with the ball 18 and a half minutes. Wayne with the ball 11 and a half. Third down conversions, Wayne 0 for 5. Fourth down conversions, Wayne 0 for 1. Davenport 7 for 9 on third down. And Davenport 3 for 3 in the red zone. Wayne 0 for 0 because they haven't gotten into the red zone, Rick. You've got some individual numbers, and Davenport really has been great on defense as well today.
Rushing the football, Trey Harris, 18 carries already for 104 net yards, 3 touchdowns. With a long of 20, averages just under 6 yards a carry. Dwan Mathis has toted 6 times for 19 yards. Caden Collins, 3 carries for 7 net yards. Dwan Mathis passing 13 out of 17. Nice percentage. 1 touchdown, 1 interception with a long of 40. His 35-yarder was the touchdown to Gregoric. The 40-yarder was by Keontae Nixon on a beautiful pattern that he went over the middle and then almost broke the ankle tackle to go the distance. Receiving, George Sims, 3 grabs for 19 yards. Caden Collins, 3 for 17. Clint Walker from his tight end position, 2 for 38 yards with a 37-yard after the catch on that 38-yarder, or make that 30-yarder. And Keontae Nixon, 1 for the big 40-yarder. Leading tacklers for Davenport, Austin Steef with 3, Xavier Marquez with 3, D'Angelo Bellamy, Jamar Mills with 2 each. All right, again, the score is Davenport 28, Wayne State 7. They've got an extended halftime timeout. Bill's got some other scores from around the area before, Lake Gliac rather.
Yeah, just to update you, Ferris now 31-3 over Michigan Tech up in Houghton. That's a third quarter score midway through. Saginaw Valley is at Grand Valley today. That's a 2 p.m. game. First quarter score, Saginaw Valley Cardinals 3, Grand Valley 0. Northern Michigan and Roosevelt are tied at Roosevelt in Chicago, 7-7 in the first quarter.
All right, here it's Davenport 28, Wayne State 7. We're going to let you listen to some music. We'll be back. You won't miss a minute of action. Again, an extended halftime here at Wayne State. The Panthers lead by 3 scores. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Stay with us on DUPanthers.com. If you're tuning in just now for Davenport football, it's at the half. Davenport leads Wayne State 28-7 in Detroit. Again, Davenport 28, Wayne State 7 at the half. Davenport will have the football to start the second half. Stay with us to DUPanthers.com. We are in the midst of a lengthy halftime here. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Davenport leading Wayne State 28-7. Davenport will get the football to start the second half. Again, second half just around the corner. Davenport 28, Wayne State 7. Back at Tom Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. Davenport Panthers lead the Wayne State Warriors 28-7 at the half, just moments away from the start of the second half. Bill Rohn, you made an excellent point late in that second quarter. The excitement of the offense has been fun to watch, but really the story of this game has been the Davenport defense.
Yeah, just all kinds of pressure that they have been putting on Wayne. The other thing, Rick, that sort of illustrates that you and I had become big, who is it, the cornerback, Bellamy.
D'Angelo Bellamy.
Yeah, he was making so many tackles. Not so much today because they're not getting down the field. You know, when you've got a cornerback with 10 tackles, you're in trouble. That means they're getting down the – not today. Bellamy doesn't have that many.
First downs in the first half, 19 for Davenport, just 3 for the Warriors. Total yardage, 320 for Davenport, 56 for the Warriors. Nowak to kick it away to George Sims and Kalen Shaw to receive for Davenport. They're kicking against the wind, so Davenport should watch out for that pop-up kick that they tried against that breeze. Sims, of course, had a 74-yard return last week against Michigan Tech. Let's see if they boot it away from him. It's towards the other side. It's going to be grabbed over there by Kalen Shaw at the 10, to 15, to 20. Kalen 25 to the 30. Here comes a flag, 35-40. Kalen Shaw breaks a tackle. He's going to take it all the way, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Davenport. I'm afraid it's coming back. Kalen Shaw just booted it, or returned it beautifully for a touchdown that I'm afraid is going to come off the board. Let's check it.
Yeah, we're watching the Wayne State coaches on their own, or on the 40, just kind of pointing at the ground like, meh, didn't matter.
What a shame.
Holding. Return team number 22. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Davenport.
What a shame. Kalen Shaw would have been his first touchdown as a Panther. Would have been about a 90-yard return for a score.
So they mark it off from about the 43, and I think Davenport will start on its own 28 instead of leading 35-7. Score stays at 28-7.
At their own 28.
Mathis still in.
He gives to Trey Harris, right side, breaks a tackle, 35, 40, 45, out near the midfield stripe. Great blocking on the right side of the line.
21.
Chris Gillum on the stop. Mathis just blasting up the middle, maybe a little bit to the right side.
Ball at their own 48.
First down. Second half starts the way it ended.
Trey Harris, 104 yards and 3 touchdowns in that first half. They go to Caden Collins. No, it's going to be kept by Mathis off the right side. He got across the line for a couple, and that's about it. In that first half, Trey Harris, 104 yards. Juwan Mathis had 19. He's up to about over 20 now, and Caden Collins had 7 yards. Gordon on the tackle. Give him 2, second down and 8 for DU, leading it 28-7 here in the opening stages of the third quarter. Keontae Nixon out wide to the left on second and long. Mathis to pass in the pocket. Looking. Now he steps up. He's still looking. Looking downfield. He's going to loft it down here for the tight end, Clint Walker, and it's a little overthrown and incomplete.
Little bumping there. Once again, we see Mathis just fire it like a pop fly. Chris Gillum on the coverage for Wayne.
For an injured player of the defense.
An injury here.
Injured for the Warriors. That man on the coverage that time was Chris Gilliam, and he is the one who was down on the field, the senior from Cincinnati.
Gillum's got 4 members of the training staff out there, now 5. Matter of fact, the whole group is around him. I don't know if he twisted a knee or what happened to him. By the way, this is a wonderful complex here for all the athletic facilities. You are not too far from the basketball arena, and straight across from us, some kind of a baseball field named after a guy named Harwell. Got any ideas on who that might be, Rick?
Vince Harwell.
Vince.
He played second base for Wayne State for a number of years.
I'll bet. Yeah, well, he must have been pretty good. The Tigers had a guy like that.
Oh, he wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think that's the guy. One of your heroes, isn't Ernie?
He absolutely is, and a good friend.
I think he was one of your early role models, or spotted your talent, or gave you some encouragement? All 3?
I tried to. He did give me some encouragement, I'll give you that much. But no, it's a beautiful baseball stadium over there. You can see that very well set.
Yeah, it's got kind of an old-timey brick facade that does where you would go in behind home plate. There's an awning, some kind of church cathedral windows, just a beautiful field. I don't see many stands, but they may be hidden by the background there.
We look out over here, over beyond the right field wall of Harwell Field from our high booth over here, and probably a couple tenths of a mile beyond that is the John Lodge Freeway coming right into downtown Detroit.
See, I remember back when I was young, you could drive by there and see the field. Now you can't. I think those trees grew in. But I think all their athletic.
Back when you were young, those trees were just bushes,
yeah,
Bill.
I don't think they were. I don't think their parent trees had even thought of them yet.
Unfortunately, they brought the card out for the injured Wayne State player.
They've got his wrist folded. He's moving and everything. It looks like the kind of thing where you'll have a knee injury. But he's actually, he's limping off like a no weight on one of his ankles. Gets a good hand from the crowd.
It will be 3rd and 8 when we get back to play here. DU getting the football to start the second half, and Kalen Shaw returned the second half kickoff for what looked like it was going to be a touchdown. But it was wiped off the board by a holding penalty. DU since has moved the chains once since that time. Now they're facing a 3rd and long, just shy of the midfield stripe, moving it right to left. Red pants, white jerseys, white helmets, red numerals. Wayne State in all green, green pants, green jerseys, gold numerals, gold trim, and green helmets. 3rd and long, 2 receivers both ways for Dwan Mathis. He's got Cephas Harris to his left. Back to pass Dwan in the pocket. Look, he goes long down here for Keontae Nixon. A flag is down, and Keontae goes up and makes the catch. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Davenport! Keontae Nixon with a beautiful catch and run into the end zone. If it holds, it'll be the 2nd scoring toss of the game for Dwan Mathis.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 players on the field.
That's on Wayne for 12 players on the field, not enough to stop him. And Keontae took that away from 2 defenders. Then after he did that and got the ball on the 5, he kind of pushed him out of the way, heading into the end zone. 34-7.
Longest grab of the year for Keontae Nixon, his 2nd scoring toss of the season. Ian Jenkins to attempt his 5th PAT. Boots it up, might have pulled it a little bit, but he did sneak it just inside the left upright. And Davenport, they overcome that almost touchdown on the return there, Bill, because of the blocking penalty, but they ended up getting a score anyway.
You bet. 13:32 on the clock, 35-7 Panthers. Looking at the Wayne bench, some of the players starting to walk a little more slowly back and forth. I think the score is beginning to get to them. We talked at the beginning of this game about a 90% chance of rain. That's all got to be tonight out here. I know on the west side of the state we had some this morning.
Sterling Anderson back to receive for your Warriors.
I'd say there's more blue than clouds even up here right now in the Motor City.
Looks better than it did when we started.
35-7 Davenport. Ian Jenkins, who moved into the kickoff duty today as well as his place kicking, has been benefited from the wind when he's kicked off in this direction, put it in the end zone and out of play every time. Actually, one time he kicked it out of bounds, the other 2 times through the end zone for touchbacks. See what Ian can do this time with Keller and Anderson back to receive.
Rick, one more thought for you on weather. We started at 74 degrees. It's now 77 in Detroit.
Jenkins boots it away. Coming over towards Anderson. He'll watch it way over his head into the end zone. A touchback. Wayne State down 35-7 to DU will start. We got a little pushing and shoving after the whistle again, but no harm done. We'll see what the Warriors can do in this first possession of their second half against the Davenport D, which, as we said, has been stellar, limiting them to just 3 first downs in the entire first half and only 56 total yards given up by the Davenport D in the first 2 quarters.
First and 10 for your Warriors from their own 25.
Justin Cox stays in at quarterback. He was 7 for 11 for 66 yards, 1 interception. He was sacked 3 times. Back to pass is Cox. He's pressured. He throws it deep. Out pattern over here. Here's a flag, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Donovan Isaac, a redshirt freshman, who was covered by Vince Cooley from Detroit. Might have been illegal contact. I don't think it was interference. Let's check it, though.
Pass interference. Defense number 25.
Well, it is going to be PI.
First down.
That's a first down by penalty. Wasn't that flagrant by Cooley, Bill?
No, both there were 2 officials telling him what he did wrong before they
First and 10 for your
actually
Warriors
announced
from their own
what the
40.
call was.
So does that hurt less when they tell you what you did wrong?
No.
First and 10 Warriors. They will give it up the middle to Tyus. Xavier Tyus, running back, the leading rusher on this team, brought down by, there's D'Angelo Bellamy. You were looking for him, Bill, the 200-pound junior from Oakland, California, on the tackle that time after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I think he was getting bored, so he ran up where the action was.
2-yard gain, second down and 8.
Mentioned the Panthers had 3 sacks in that first half.
And a lot more pressures.
Austin Steve in on a couple of those sacks. Pistol formation for Justin Cox. Long count, gets the snap. Gives it up the middle to Tyus, and he's going to break a tackle across the 45-50. He's into Davenport territory with a first down. Best run of the day for Xavier Tyus, the redshirt sophomore from Portage Northern High School outside Kalamazoo. Latrell Scott brought him down.
Move no change. That's a Warrior first down.
35-7 Davenport. We played a little less than 3 minutes of this third quarter here in the Motor City.
Fourth first down on the day for the Warriors.
Some of the fans have filtered out on the home side, the Panthers side, which was, I want to say, 80% full.
Yeah, a lot of red and black over there.
They're sticking around. Why not? Their team's on top, having a good time. Cox, a long count, takes the handoff, back to pass. In the pocket, he'll throw it over the middle, a little high and incomplete. He was looking for Angel Carrillo, the redshirt sophomore from Atascosa, Texas. How about that, huh? I looked it up. Atascosa. Where do you get to good lunch at Atascosa?
I'll bet you it is some really good Tex-Mex food, Rick.
I bet so as well. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now you got me thinking about Lone Star beer. I always like the labels on about the 5th one.
2 receivers both ways for Cox and company. He will roll left this time. He's looking. He's being pressured. He's looking. Here's a flag coming in. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks that tackle, but not the other one. Great pressure by Davenport. It might have been a hold. If it is, Bill, I think they'll decline it. It'll be 3rd down and 10 or 11. The pressure being applied that time by Latrell Scott, the linebacker, and Kennedy Nelson, the defensive lineman. So what do you want? Do you want 3rd and 10 or do you want 2nd and 20? That's not an easy call for a defensive coordinator.
I'll take the 3rd and 10.
I will as well, especially not against a quarterback that hasn't beaten you downfield. Oh, that changes it. It's not 10, it's 15. It's personal foul, hands to the face. So now it's going to be 2nd and 25. That makes it an easier decision for the DC.
Second down and about 25 for Wayne State.
That defensive coordinator, of course, is assistant head coach McEwen, Adrian McEwen. 2nd and 25, Cox in the pocket, good protection, over the middle, and is caught, 50, 45, and run down in Davenport territory.
Fumble?
Nope. Nice pitch and catch that time. Making the grab was Drew Hickmott, the redshirt freshman from Ortonville, Michigan. Markel Guilford brought him down. Nice pickup. Still brings up 3rd down and about 8 at the Davenport 44-yard line.
18-yard gain. 3rd down.
2 receivers both ways, 3rd down and 8. Wayne State probably in 4-down territory, trailing by 28 here in this 3rd quarter. Cox looks over his defense. Davenport defense digging in. Here they come, pressure. They'll throw it out here, and it is caught at the line of scrimmage to the 45-40 and run down the sideline, 35-30, 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. Great grab that time by Braden McKenna, backup running back. Took it out of the backfield, made a real nice shoestring catch, then scooted down the sidelines. Latrell Scott finally bumped him out of bounds, but not till a nice pickup brings it all the way down to the Davenport 24, 1st and 10 Warriors. Their best drive of the game by far.
Good speed down the left sideline.
10 for your Warriors at the Davenport 24.
They send Donovan Isaac out wide to the left. Justice Tuggle is the widest right. Delayed handoff. Nowhere to go there that time. Braden McKenna, who just made that nice catch and run on the carry that time.
Latrell Scott with another tackle. He has 6 now, starting to come on.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the Davenport 24.
Braden McKenna, who's carried the ball the last 2 times, is a redshirt junior from Lapeer, Michigan. Went to Lapeer High School for Wayne State. Call it 2nd and 10 after no gain on that rushing attempt. 3 receivers to the right for Cox and company. 9:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Davenport 35, Wayne State 7. Cox to pass in the pocket, throws it long down the left side, and there's nobody there. A little bumping going on between the receiver and the defender, but no damage done there. He was looking for Donovan Isaac. Coverage by Davenport's Vincent Cooley, the redshirt junior. Panthers have 1 interception already today. Nick Pulley with his first pickoff of the season for DU. Nick, the redshirt senior from Lansing, went to East Lansing High School, had a nice pick and a nice return. The return was wiped out by a couple of penalties on DU, but still a nice interception for Nick. Got another Warrior down. This time the offensive lineman is down.
Trezell Jenkins rolling over onto his back.
Freshman from Belleville. They'll check him out.
Trainer's got a hand on his ankle.
Well, we'll get a chance to look at some other scores around the GLIAC here while they attend to him. In this one, only 1 scoring so far in the second half.
Yeah, give me a second. I think those 2 o'clock games ought to be moving along. I think Ferris final 38-10 over Michigan Tech.
They gave up 10 points.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tony's going to have them running wind sprints all the way back to Big Rapids.
Tech's going to be bragging.
38-10. Remember now, they had outscored their previous 3 opponents. Ferris State had 201-0. A unanimous number 1 in the Division II coaches poll this week.
I also looked at the conference standings where they keep track of maybe 30 different team numbers, and Ferris was number 1 in right around 20 or maybe a hair more.
And of course the Ferris transfer to Mississippi. Let's see, the lineman is off there. We'll get back to that a little bit later on, talking about Trinidad Chambliss, the quarterback who's now become a national story at Mississippi, transferring from Division II Ferris State. 3rd down and 10. Just about ready to go, and then they'll stop play. The officials want to check something with each other.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 9 minutes and 3 seconds.
Davenport home for the next 4 Saturdays. That's right, next 4 Saturdays, all at 12 noon, starting this Saturday against Roosevelt University at the Farmers Insurance Athletic Complex. Get out there, cheer on these Panthers, who we should be riding high if we finish this thing off. Cox to pass in the pocket. He'll step up. He'll go deep down the right sideline, and that ball is incomplete. Battling there. Home crowd wanted a flag. They're not going to get it. He was looking for Drew Hickmott.
Cox passes 10 to 12. Drew Hickman incomplete. 4th down.
Coverage by Miles Harris, a redshirt senior, brother of Cephas Harris. Bring it 4th down, and they're going to attempt what could be a long kick. I saw this young man even against the wind, Bill. Griffin Nowak. He is 2 for 5 with a long of 44. This will be 41 against a stiff breeze, but he was at halftime kicking against this breeze and doing rather well with it. Had no problem getting it from 45. This is 41. It's on the way. It's plenty long enough. And it's no good. He just pushed it wide. Boy, he hit the heck out of that thing, though.
It was way over the top of the goalpost.
Going into the breeze.
Top fly.
And this is not just a breeze. This is a wind. This is not a breeze, but impressive kick by Griffin Nowak. They had Griffin Milanowski, their 2-year, multi-year all GLIAC kicker replaced. I guess you got to be named Griffin to kick here at Wayne State, because that's 2 years in a row or 4 years in a row that their starting kicker's been named Griffin.
Scores for you, Rec. 13-8 Grand Valley at home over Saginaw Valley. Cardinals giving them a game.
Saginaw Valley's good this year. Flip pass out here. Clint Walker in and out of his hands, incomplete. Clint just came out on a flare pass, and the pass from Mathis was low. He tried to grab it off the ankles, could not. 2nd and 10.
Here's something you don't see very often, Rick. Northern Michigan leading Roosevelt in Chicago. 21-7 at half. Davenport plays Roosevelt next week.
Roosevelt 0-2 in league play. Caden Collins over the carry up the middle. There's nowhere to go. It's going to be a 3rd and long for Davenport, leaving 35-7. Only score of this second half being a Dwan Mathis to Keontae Nixon 50-yard touchdown pass. 3rd and 9 for DU, which sends 3 receivers to the left. Nixon, George Sims, and Dom Gregoric. Now they switch Dom over to the right side on 3rd down and long. Everybody bunched in tight. Mathis to pass in the pocket. He'll step up. He wants to run. Oh, he flip it out here. Caught by Gregoric. 30. Dom to the 35. Oh, he tripped up and he fell at the 35-yard line. He had room to run. He cut him. Bell. He would have gone down the sideline and maybe taken it the distance. But as he made the cut, his foot went from out. Feet went out from underneath him. It's still good enough for a 1st down. He would have at least got another 20 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he had a ways to go.
Dom upset with himself for not taking any. He already got his first touchdown as a Panther earlier in this game. They'll flip it out right side to Caden Collins. Flake got it to 35, 40. Caden 45. He's near the midfield stripe before he's finally brought down. 1st and 10 DU right at the midfield mark. Matthews on the tackle, but a nice flip out there out of the backfield. Caden Collins.
And give credit to Gregoric for a nice block there that sprung him free.
1st and 10 DU. Evan Brown out there wide to the right for DU on 1st and 10. Clock moving, 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Davenport 35, Wayne State 7. Fake the handoff, flip pass out here, caught by George Sims. 45, 50, into Wayne State territory at the 41. He's a little bit shy, I think, of the line to gain for the 1st down, but a nice catch and run that time by George Sims, the redshirt junior from Racine, Wisconsin, transfer from Missouri Southern State.
Spencer Lyons on the tackle, and they mark it 1 yard short.
2nd and 1 for DU. It's a great passing down for your offensive coordinator. Devin Russell making the calls, as always, offensively for DU on the play calls. Collins to the back. They'll give it to Caden right side. He's got the 1st down, plows for a couple across the 40, but here comes a flag. They may be going backwards the way that one came in. Will Fenema, the West Michigan native who went to South Christian High School on the tackle for Wayne State. 2nd and 1, might be 2nd and 11. Let's check it out.
Hold.
Penalty marker on the play.
Seemed to occur during the tackle.
Holding.
Well, holding it is.
10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
2nd and 1 will be 2nd and 11 now. We'll catch up on Dwan Mathis's numbers in just a second.
Yeah, I was looking at those. You're going to like them.
Call it 2nd and 8 after the march off. Handoff, Caden Collins, left side, got a seam, 45-40, 35-30. Caden Collins just run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Best run of the day for Caden Collins, the junior from Canoga Park, California. Finally bumped out of bounds by Kelly Matthews, but not till he moves the chains again. DU 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he almost squoze, if that was a word, around the cornerback, and he would have been in the end zone. But 1st down at the 28.
They'll stay with Caden. He's got a seam to the left side of the 25 to the 23-yard line and brought down right there.
Here we go with a little late wolfery again. That's probably not a word either.
We allow it here.
These guys just keep knocking each other after the play. By the way, you asked about stats. Mathis now 17 for 23 for 271 yards passing. Heck of an afternoon.
2 touchdowns, 1 interception. It turned into a pick 6. The only score for Wayne State. Second down, about 6 for DU. And there's a flag. Did they get it off in time?
Music operator, please stop when Davenport is over the ball.
The staff has been admonished here publicly.
Rock and roll. It's the he's mad at the guy playing music.
That's just not a courtesy thing. That's a rule thing.
No, I got you, yeah.
Back to pass. Mathis in the pocket. Wants to set up a screen. There's nobody there. He's flushed out to the right. Looking, and he wisely throws out of bounds. That was a good decision by Dewan.
They didn't throw that anywhere near a linebacker at the end of that play. 17 for 24 now.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for DU at the 23-yard line of Wayne State. If they get nothing more, this would be a 40-yard attempt. With a win behind him, they would give Ian Jenkins a run here, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you got to get him ready.
Cephas Harris back in the backfield on 3rd down and 7. Mathis to pass in the pocket. Steps up, throws a little flaring pass. Caught by Walker. Walker breaks 1 tackle to 20. Keeps his legs going, 15. Clint Walker, 10. Lowers his shoulder and buries the defender into the sideline and makes it 1st and goal, DU. What a run by Clint Walker, the junior from Goshen, Indiana. There was some hard-nosed football there by Clint.
Yeah, Walker is 6'3", 240. Throwing his shoulder into guys trying to hit him high.
That's his 3rd grab of the afternoon, including a big 30-yarder earlier in that first half. 1st and goal. Give Harris left side to the 10, to the 8, 7, 5, 2, 1. Touchdown Davenport! Trey Harris's 4th touchdown of the game ties the school record, and DU in full command here in the Motor City, and there's a flag late.
I think it's against Davenport. I think Harris did a little dance at the end of that, Rick.
Substitution. Defense.
Nope.
12 men on the field. That penalty's declined.
Well, I got that wrong.
It's a touchdown.
Wayne sent a guy onto the field real late. Turned out he was the 12th player. They needed him, but they weren't allowed to have him.
Ian Jenkins to attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
42-7, Rick. 4:18 left in the 3rd quarter.
So do you think about getting Mathis out of there, or do you want, because he's missed a couple games, you want to keep him going?
I wouldn't call him injury prone, but you're right, Rick Berkey. He has been nicked up, and last week missed a whole game. I mean, I think there have been at least 2 weeks where we either didn't have him or didn't know to what degree we would. And maybe you reward Grant Thwaites for his work of last weekend by putting him out to play the 4th quarter. Still 4 minutes away from that.
That 4 rushing touchdowns, by the way, ties the school record set by Mike Ivey at Kentucky Christian back in our first year of football, September of 2016. So 4 rushing touchdowns for Trey ties the record by Mike Ivey when we were back in NAIA school. Keller and Anderson to receive the kickoff from Ian Jenkins, who's booted 3 to my count through the end zone for touchbacks today. True freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan, had a memorable moment kicking the football last year as a high school senior at Hudsonville High. High kick, this one's not quite as deep. They have a chance of returning it. Anderson will watch it, though. It's a little bit too deep. He'll take a knee in the end zone. They'll start at the 25. 42-7 Davenport as Wayne State comes back with the football here. I'm intrigued by that Grand Valley score, by the way. We'll keep an eye on that one.
We're 13-8.
Grand Valley plays at Ferris next week, by the way.
Yeah, that game is, I was listening on the radio, already sold out. 8 days before kickoff yesterday.
You don't think Tony would try to pile it up if he gets the chance on that one, do you? Cox at quarterback, throws a little flare pass over here, incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage that time by Davenport's Vincent Cooley. Boy, he played that beautifully. He was looking for Justice Tuggle, and Vince had him covered like a blanket. 2nd and 10. Davenport led 28-7 at the half. The only two touch scores in the second half. 50-yard touchdown pass from Mathis to Keontae Nixon. And then a fourth rushing touchdown of the game for Trey Harris. Snap to Cox. Fakes the handoff, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He does fall forward. He made it. He avoided the sack. Actually turned it into a couple-yard gain. Bring up 3rd down and 8 for Wayne State. Moving it left to right. Between the hash marks here. Jermaine Young, the senior out of Chicago, in there along with another defender.
3rd down and 8. Ball on the 27-yard line of Wayne State.
Wayne State band hasn't given up. They continue to try to cheer on their team musically. 3 receivers left. Solo receiver to the right is Donovan Isaac for Wayne State, who's in the pocket, dropping back to pass. He throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooley again, excellent coverage that time. Vince had him. If had that ball been thrown well, he might have picked that one off, but he threw it over the head of the receiver and the defender, and Wayne State will have to punt it away.
No sack, but a big crushing tackle after they dumped the ball off there by 6'2", 250-pound Jaden Cray. Just didn't get there in time, but did lay a hit on the Wayne quarterback.
Asher Gregory, the number 1 punt return man in the GLIAC and number 10 in Division II, waiting. Line drive kick. This kicks it away from Asher. He'll get away from it. It'll roll dead near the 44-yard line. That's where Davenport will start, leading 42-7 with 3:16 to go in our 3rd quarter. Our remaining 4 games will all be on Flow Sports, by the way. If you haven't subscribed yet, you need to.
Hey, Warrior fans, join us on Wednesday, October 29th at the Wayne State Fieldhouse.
And Grant Thwaites is coming in at quarterback for DU, Bill, and you made a good point with that.
Yeah,
I think he's earned some reps after his fine performance off the bench last week and the tough loss to Michigan Tech at home.
And he's a senior, so here's a thank you.
Delayed handoff off the left side. Good carry that time by Jeremiah Sterling. Let me get that right.
Maybe Sparks going to change a lot of his players.
Jeremiah Sterling, a grad student from Benton Harbor, went to St. Joseph High School, started his college days right here at Wayne State, so he's going against his old school.
I see Evan Brown in at wide receiver. We had not seen him earlier.
Nice pickup for about 6 yards for Sterling on 1st down. Grant Thwaites will give it back to Sterling. Bucks his way into the line of scrimmage to the midfield stripe and then falls forward for another yard. Be 3rd down and about 4.
Martell Williams on the stop. See if Grant gets to throw one here on 3rd and 3.
Coming into the day, Jeremiah Sterling, 6 carries for 16 yards. He's piled on 7 more here on a couple tallies. 3rd down and 3. Grant Thwaites, the redshirt senior out of Greenville, on a long count. He'll give it to Sterling up the middle. He plows across for a yard, maybe 2.
He didn't get there.
He did not get the 1st down. He's going to be a yard and a half or 2 short. Martell Williams on the tackle. See if Sparky's not sent the punt team out yet on 4th down and 2. He's leaving him out there.
Well, he's got the number 2s in, and he may be saying, come on, show me what you got, guys.
Good opportunity. Fourth down, back to pass Thwaites. He's looking, he fires it over the middle, and it's Gerguric just in and out of his hands. Oh, Gerguric was open, and Grant just overthrew him, and Davenport will turn it over on downs.
Thwaites talking to Sparky from about 30 yards away, and now he comes off the field. I don't know what that was about.
I think Sparky's saying you threw it too high.
Yeah. Looking at your Grand Valley game, 13-8 still for the Lakers. Saginaw Valley has a safety in that one.
First and 10, Wayne State. Cox to pass, fires it over the middle, and it is caught. And breaking a tackle is Hickmott. Hickmott at the 30 to the 25, keeps his legs driving and carries 3 defenders for another 4 yards. Great catch and run time by Drew Hickmott. Xavier Marquez on the tackle, but it took about 4 Panthers to bring him down.
I think Hickmott got hit by 2 players from opposite sides, and they kept him on his feet.
Hickmott, a redshirt freshman from Ortonville, Michigan.
First and 10 for your Warriors at the Davenport 24.
Approaching 20 catches on the season now is Hickmott. First and 10, Wayne State. Final 30 seconds of this third quarter. Davenport 42, Wayne State 7. Cox, delayed handoff. No, he's going to throw it back down the left corner. There's nobody out there except the defender, and he knew it was the closest one to it. I think that was Harris on the coverage. Let's check it. That was Xavier Marquez covering over there.
Austin Steef got into the backfield, but he was surrounded by about 3 different Warrior blockers. Had a little chat with him afterward.
From the Davenport 24.
In case you're just joining us, starting quarterback Carson Crean was injured on the first series of the game for Wayne State after they'd picked up a first down. And Cox relieved him and ran up wide up on the middle is Tyus. Breaks a tackle, 15-10. First and goal, Wayne State. Bumped down by Jamar Mills, but not till he got down to the 10. We got a Panther shaken up. It's Jamar Mills, the linebacker. He's on one knee.
Good power running by Xavier Tyus there, right up the middle.
Panthers cannot afford to lose Jamar Mills. He's a tackling machine. Redshirt senior from Lansing. Went to East Lansing High School. They're working on him now right at the 15-yard line.
Rough game. Let's say you played, Rick Berkey. What spot? I don't see you as a punt returner. Are you kind of the spark plug quarterback?
Holder on PATs.
Holder.
I'd be the holder.
Well, that'll work. I could see Mark Erickson as a tight end going, look, I got to keep my weight up, and he's eating like crazy so he can block. Although he did give me a brownie.
He gave you his brownie from the lunchbox?
From lunch, yep.
By the way, thanks to Jeff Weiss and our old pal Cooper Weidenthal for taking good care of us here in the box. Good folks here at Wayne State. They run it very, very well.
Yeah, did you get to talk to Cooper? He was
I did.
Really helpful when he was at Davenport.
He was. And he, predictably, as soon as I went to him, as soon as I got up to him, he said, Rick, the answer is no. I don't care what the question, the answer is no.
Good for him. He remembers you.
He does.
Yeah. Well, we get to the end of the third quarter.
We are. End of 3 quarters. The score, Davenport 42, Wayne State 7. We're going to have third quarter stats for you in just a second. When we come back and play, Wayne State threatening. They've got a first and goal for the Warriors just right at the 10-yard line. Panthers shuffling players in and out on both sides of the line of scrimmage now, as they should with that comfortable advantage.
Here come our stats. Nope, I think they're sharing them on the Wayne side of the press box. We'll have them in a second. Here they are. So let me give you a quick rundown. 25 first downs for Davenport to only 8 for the Warriors. Rushing, Davenport above 200 yards, 38 for 201. Wayne, 14 for net 20. Davenport 285 to 131 passing advantage. Dewan is, well, Davenport's 18 for 26, but I think Thwaites had an incompletion. Total offense, Davenport approaching 500 yards. They've got 486.
They've got a first and goal at the 10. Delayed handoff to Tyus. Tyus throws it out. No, they throw it on the right side. Caught at the 5 to the 4 and to the 3. Tight end Nick Ostis. Ostis, the tight end, made the catch. Quarterback Cox fooled me. He put it in the belly of the return man and then pulled it back out. Lawler made the tackle for DU, but not till he picked up about 7 yards down to the 3, 2nd and goal from the 3.
Ostis weighs 256. Lauer, who took him down, weighs 185.
He's the Ostis with the mostest. Why is that Saginaw Valley, Grand Valley game still in the second quarter, though?
I think it's halftime. Well, they started at 2,
got it.
so we're...
Okay, that makes sense.
We might not get the end in before this one. Well, we won't.
2nd and goal from the 3. Wildcat to Tyus to the 3, and they'll knock him down right there. I don't know if he got more than a foot.
Well, they saw him coming, lined up right in the middle.
Zach Papadakis, the freshman from Grand Blanc, in on the tackle. Good job, Zach, on that tackle there. 3rd and goal from the 3. 1 minute into this fourth quarter, Davenport comfortably on top, 42-7 over Wayne State. And at GLIAC afternoon, the Panthers on their way to breaking a 2-game losing streak and evening their record overall and in the GLIAC. Tyus, the deep back, now in a power I formation for Cox, who will take it and roll to the left. Being pursued, he's looking. He's going to run it to the 2, and he's humped hard out of bounds, right at the 1 yard line. Wayne State lobbying for a touchdown, but he got bumped down just shy of it. Good hit by Reed Snitker, the grad student from Dubuque, Iowa.
Reed flexing at the end of that hit, and so we got a big 4th down, Rick.
4th and goal from the 1. Well, they had a 4th and 1 on the very first possession of the game, and Davenport stopped him. They're going to go Wildcat again, I'm sure, and hike it to Tyus.
We see some weight coming onto the field for Davenport. 3 big linemen. And a timeout.
Ty Wheatley's going to call the timeout for Wayne State, first of the second half. Davenport touchdowns today. 4, count them, 4. By Cephas Harris, tying a school record on the ground. 9-1-1, and that last one by Harris was, help me out there, Bill.
Okay, 9 yards.
9 yards on that last one. 2 touchdown passes from DeJuan Mathis. Dom Gregoric from 35 yards out. And then a 50-yarder to Keontae Nixon. All right, let's see what happens here on 4th down and 1. 4th and goal from the 1 yard line.
All season long. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X.
Wayne State was going to run Wildcat without a quarterback. It looks like they're going to come back to that right away. No surprises here. They're going to put their power against Davenport's power. Let's see what happens. 4th and goal. They stagger the blockers in the backfield. Odd formation.
Left side.
4th and goal. Tyus takes it to the 2, to the 1. He is hammered down, but he keeps the legs driving, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne State.
Nice job by Wayne. Just kept the legs driving.
First offensive touchdown of the day for Wayne State. Comes with
12:42 on your clock, Rick. You see a replay on the scoreboard, and we just see leg drive by Tyus.
PAT is good.
PAT by Nowak is good. 42-14 Davenport.
Warriors join us November 1st for the Salute to Superhero Day. And for Warriors take on Grand Valley. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. For tickets and information, visit WSUathletics.com.
That still does not diminish the job by Davenport's defense, which, as you pointed out in that first half, really has been the story of this game.
Yeah, it really does not. They've played very well. And I thought they had the initial stop there. Everybody knew what was coming. It's more paper for us. Let's see what Tyus has got with that touchdown. 9 carries for net 45 yards.
Northern 21, Roosevelt 7. That scores from around the lead.
Kickoff by Griffin Nowak,
For your Warriors.
George Sims, and Michael Young to receive. Correction, that's Kalen Shaw, who had a brilliant return that would have been a touchdown, wiped out in the third quarter for DU, to open the second half. See if Kalen gets another one. He deserves one. With the win, though, it'll go to the other side to George Sims. He'll take it back at the 8-yard line. George Sims to the 10, 15 to the 20, running wide, cuts inside, and he's bumped down right at the 20-yard line. Sims, who had that electrifying 74-yard return last week that led to Davenport's first touchdown of the game, brought down 1st and 10 Davenport.
Max Edwards finally got him. His position is listed as star in the on the program. That must mean something different, but he's the only one.
Second drive for Grant Thwaites at quarterback. He's got Jeremiah Sterling in the backfield for him. Fakes to Jeremiah, flips it out here on the left, in and out of the hands of Kalen Shaw, incomplete.
Wayne acting as though that went backward, but it didn't.
Coverage over there by Max Edwards, the star mentioned.
Yeah, there's four of them in a row in the middle of the roster. Well, there's a couple.
Well,
more.
Edwards is from Los Angeles, so that's the home of stars,
yeah.
right?
There's a position for you, Rick.
Yeah, I could be a star. Second down and 10. Panthers on the far hash mark, moving it left to right against this breeze. Back to pass Thwaites, throws it on the flat pattern. Caught at the 25-30, 1st and 10 Davenport. Spun out of bounds is Brody Thompson, the redshirt sophomore from Rockford. Logan McGraw spun him out of bounds, but not till Brody Thompson grabbed his 3rd catch of the season and moved the chains, 1st and 10 DU.
Interesting, when Thompson got thrown out of bounds, he got up ready to say something to his tackler. Sparky was right in his ear going, don't do it.
He was right in front of his bench. Handoff Sterling, got a hole up the middle, 35-40. Jeremiah Sterling, 45-50. Sterling to the 45 into Wayne State territory before he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Asher Gregory on the carry.
Let me check that. I said it was Sterling. That was Asher Gregory on the carry, not Sterling. Kelly Matthews brought him down.
Well, we saw both quickness and speed there, just darting back and forth throughout that. Real quick moves.
It was Asher Gregory on the carry there, his first of the day, the redshirt junior from East Lansing High School. Went from DeWitt originally. They'll get right back to Asher, left side, and he's got more, and he fumbles the football. Wayne State says they've got it. Asher Gregory fumbled it. Wayne State's not been given the ball by the officials yet. Oh, they're saying he was down, I think, by contact. That was pretty close. We don't have the benefit of a replay here. They're saying his knee was down.
On the scoreboard, but it's too.
Is that the runner was down prior to the ball coming loose.
Well, from what we're seeing on the scoreboard, we can't really tell. It's too far away, and our eyes are a little bit old. 2nd and 1. 2 nice runs, though, by Asher Gregory in it back on the backfield. They give it to him again. He cuts inside and moves the chains across the 35 to about the 34-yard line.
Good for him. Daryl Washington on the tackle.
Asher Gregory, 5'8", 180-pounder, punt returner extraordinaire. In fact, number 1 in the league in punt return average. Number 10 in the nation, showing he can run the football from scrimmage as well. He's a transfer to Davenport from Michigan Tech University. They shift him over to the right side of quarterback Grant Thwaites on 1st and 10. Grant will pump fake, throw it out here to Gregoric's got it at the 40, 35-30. Dom breaks a tackle at the 25. Here comes a flag. Reverses his field the other way. To still with it. Now he's going to go all the way to the other side of the field. He's in the open at the 30, 25. And he's brought down. He ran about 50 yards to gain about 10. But let's check out the flag. That was fun, no matter how it turns out.
Yeah,
Bill.
First down if he gets away with it.
Keith Richmond on the defense. Penalty marker on the play.
Holding.
Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Well, I tell you, Dom Gerguric was a special teams maven at Bowling Green University for 2 years before transferring to Davenport as a grad student. And he showed himself in the open field there, some of the moves that he's got. He's got his first touchdown pass as a Panther earlier in this game, 35 yards way back in the first quarter. Asher Gregory in the backfield on 1st and 20 for DU. Pistol formation. Thwaites gives to Asher right side, got a seam to the 40. Dumps to the outside 35, keeps his legs driving, and just lost his balance and stepped out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Haller bumped him out of bounds for the Warriors, but a nice run that time by Asher Gregory.
Gregory's 5'8". It's almost as if he's hard to find. Darts around. Hard to bring down one-on-one because he is so quick.
Clock moving, 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Davenport 42, Wayne State 14. They'll give to Asher again. Into the center of the line. There's nowhere to go that time. It's going to be 3rd and long for DU at about the 34-yard line. Martell Williams on the tackle for the Warriors.
Williams said something to Asher after that play, and one of his own players gave him a shove, like, get out of the way. We don't need that.
Jeremiah Sterling checks back in at running back. Two receivers out wide to the right for Davenport, Mike Young and Brody Thompson on 3rd and long, two to the left as well. Grant Thwaites looking over the defense, threw a big touchdown pass last week. Back to pass Grant, he's going to go long over the middle, and that ball is caught at the 3-yard line. Beautiful diving catch by Mike Young from Mansfield, Texas. Falls out of bounds inside the 3. Coverage by Haller, but what a nice ball from Thwaites, and what a nice falling out of bounds catch by Young, who made sure he stayed in long enough to get the catch before he went out of bounds. They'll mark him down right at the 3.
4-yard line.
Call it the 4, yeah. 1st and goal at the 4.
I think the cornerback misjudged that ball, and the catch was made falling backward.
Well, let's see if we can get Jeremiah Sterling his first Panther touchdown here. Thwaites gives to Sterling, to the 4, to the 2, to the 1. Touchdown, Davenport! Jeremiah Sterling from Benton Harbor gets his first touchdown at DU, and the Panthers add another touchdown on the board.
I think he was touched going into the end zone, but that was all, Rick. That line is just opening up huge holes. Baskin, Sarjo, Thompson, Vilsaint, and Slapnicker again and again.
Ian Jenkins will try to stay perfect in the PAT department out of the hold of Kyle Woyan. The boot is up, and the kick is good.
49-14, 7:34 on the clock, Rick.
Today's 50-50 raffle. Today's winner. The winning number is
49-14 Davenport.
617-005. Report to the W Club if you have that ticket.
Looking at the team records, yeah. I remember this game. Davenport's all-time record, in case you're wondering, is 59 points at Kentucky Christian back when they were NAIA. So this is the highest point total Davenport's got, I believe, as a Division II NCAA school. But they got 59 as an NAIA school back in 2016, our first year of action in NAIA play.
Okay, Rick, guess the total offense. So you got to come within 25. What do you think total offense number is?
462.
You're not very good at that. 576.
Whoa, man.
We're looking at 600-plus yards if we get the ball back.
We may have to look that up, that record as well. Total offense, 562. What did you say it is?
576.
So if they don't lose more yardage, they're going to set a new school record for total offense in this one. Short kick coming to an up man who will call a fair catch and make it at about the 24-yard line.
He's done that all day. That kick again and again, dropping into the arms of Marvin McCollum.
So a school record for total offense here for Davenport on the road.
330 passing, 246 rushing net.
Sounds like great balance to me.
Well, and what we have last week on our home field, you wonder if this might say something about Wayne State too. Duh.
1st and 10, Cox flips it out here. It's a little low pass, went down and grabbed it by the shoe top, nowhere to gain. Meadows made the catch.
Clock stopped there, so I guess that was incomplete.
2nd and 10.
DeAndre Ford, by the way, threw for 390 yards passing at Ashland. Remember that game? We had a 94-yard touchdown pass and a 98-yarder, I think. It was 99, 94, 99. On the way to 390. Second down and 10 after the completion for no gain. Cox, delayed handoff, and he hit for a loss back inside the 21-yard line.
Who put the squeeze on him? Big 61.
Jason Engelberg, the redshirt freshman from Caledonia High School in Caledonia. Nice hit by Engelberg. Brings up a loss of 3, another TFL for DU's D.
And we are seeing some substitutions, Rick. Some of the familiar numbers that we started with on that D line are out.
Nice seeing guys get some playing time for all their work and practice. 3rd down and 13 for Cox and company. 3 to the right, 2 to the left on 3rd and long. See if that defense can get to the backfield. Cox to pass in the pocket. Looking, fires it over the middle, incomplete. Little contact, and there's the flag. Yeah, Latrell Scott, I'm glad to see him. He was shaken up, remember, earlier. He was looking for Raymond Payne, and Latrell Scott bumped him a little bit. That'll move the chains on the first down to the chagrin of Sparky McEwen on the coaching sideline.
Kind of some accidental bumping there. Sparky's not yelling at his players. He's got his arms out.
Ball be placed to the spot and foul. Automatic. First down.
Sparky protesting still, yeah.
Well, I goofed up and talked over what the official said. I don't think he said interference, which might be Sparky saying, what is this?
49-14, Davenport with the lead, Wayne State with the football. About 6:42 to go in this 4th quarter. Delayed handoff up the middle, not much running room there. They got a couple before making the tackle. We're trying to stay up with these number changes. Jaden Croy, is that Cray or Jaden Cray, a junior from Florida, Sarasota, Florida.
42, Jaden Cray on the defense.
Jaden, don't call me Robert Cray on the tackle.
30-yard line of Wayne State.
2nd down and 8. Pass over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for big 83, Jordan Bell, the 6'2 wideout, overthrew him.
Number 83, Jordan Bell, incomplete.
And that ball went right at Jackson Ricebig, a defensive back, redshirt freshman from Ada. So Spark is not only substituting, he's getting the young guys in.
Most yard, we get official word from Ryan Thompson. This is the most yards in school history today. 562 yards, the previous high versus Northwood, and we're at 5. We're 600, right?
Well, we were 576.
Yeah. So that's a school record. There'll be a bunch of them. We'll tally them all up and give them to you on the coaches show Tuesday night at Uccello's. You can catch it live or you can catch it later on Davenport's YouTube channel.
Charge timeout.
Time called out by Wayne State.
Their second of the
With 5:59 to go here in this 4th quarter. Davenport in full throttle control of this one, 49-14 over Wayne. We see the those clouds we were talking about earlier starting to come from the west.
Tightening out in Allendale. field goal and safety
Grand
contest.
Valley 13, Saginaw Valley 11.
And in the crowd today. While BSN Sports is the best.
That's a halftime score. Yeah.
I think Saginaw Valley's got 3 field goals and a safety. I'm guessing.
I think you're right.
Grand Valley's got a bunch of one-pointers. Maybe it was all extra points. 13.
3rd and long, we come back to play here. Braden McKenna, the backup running back in the backfield for Wayne State on 3rd and long. Cox in the pocket, steps up, throws it over the middle, incomplete. Excellent defense that time by DU. Cash Ruff, the redshirt freshman from Granville High School.
Notice all the freshmen.
Officials timeout for an injured player on the offense.
Wayne State player shaken up. He is hobbling off under his own power. The training staff's trying to get him to say, no, stay down.
Yeah, big lineman.
That's really important, to not try to get off. He might do further damage just trying to get off the field.
Lance Blakely, 294-pound lineman, looked bigger to me.
Wayne State will boot it away. Asher Gregory receives. Not had a chance to really get some space yet in this one. Add to his league-leading punt return average. There's a high kick, not real deep. Asher will call the fair catch right at the 36-yard line. That's where Davenport will start with what could be their final possession of this one, leading at 49-14.
Davenport 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers.
CJ's in there. Christian Johnson, a quarterback, getting his first snap from Davenport. CJ is a 6'2", 250-pound 15-pound redshirt sophomore from Detroit, transfer from Grand Valley State. Has not attempted a pass yet. Asher Gregory in the backfield with him. He ran for a yard that time, did CJ. Coaching staff's been impressed with his practice play. CJ will keep it. Bumps into the line. They'll knock him backwards. They'll get him back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. No gain on that. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for DU. Martell Williams on the tackle.
Martell Williams on the stop.
We will have a quick post game tonight. We try to get in and out of here and get to our car, which is a little bit of ways away before the rain starts falling.
Northern Michigan now up 28-7, middle 3rd quarter at Roosevelt in Chicago.
Northern Michigan has not won a game in how many years? In a few years. Since Coach took over that program, I don't think they've won. They have not tasted victory. Back to pass, Christian. CJ fires it long down the right sideline, and that ball is caught and then dropped. Boy, a nice ball from CJ to Mike Young. Kelly Matthews on the coverage. I don't know if he got a hand that deflected or just went in and out of the hands of Young.
CJ put that right on his shoulder, 45 yards down the field.
Fine ball by Christian Johnson that time.
4:24 left.
Jordan Bell to return or to receive the punt for DU or for Wayne State.
Back to punt. Jordan Bell back to receive.
Is a line drive kick. Bojan is kicking it. Taken on the fly. Breaking one tackle is the return man and 2 or 3 more, but there's plenty of pursuit help. Good special teams coverage by DU.
Jordan Bell on the return.
And with 4:11 to go in this 4th quarter, special teams tackle that time by Daryl Jeter, a freshman from East Lansing, went to East Lansing High School. Good job by Jeter on special teams.
set for your Warriors from their own 33.
See what the Warriors bring out here for what could be their final possession of this one.
Justin Cox still in at quarterback. You know, we had the starter just disappear.
Yeah, Carson Crean took a shot on that first series of the game.
1 carry, 2-yard gain, and never saw him again.
He goes up the middle to the running back, McKenna.
McKenna on the carry.
A disgruntled fan,
Gorbatenko on the stop.
Mark Gorbatenko, the grad student from Barrington, Illinois, on the tackle. So Gorby gets a tackle in there. Good job, Gorby. No gain on that one. And if you caught the crowd mic picking up the unhappy fan about that running play selection. Cox to pass in the pocket, pump fake, now he wants to run, he's got space, 35, 40, 45, and near the midfield stripe, they finally bring him down. Nice run by Cox, his best run of the game so far. Brought down by Kevin Underwood, the redshirt sophomore from Wyoming, Michigan. That's a magical town, Bill, Wyoming, Michigan.
That is. Home of Godwin Heights.
He went to Wyoming High School. His dad, you know the name, Carlton Brewster. He blocked that punt and has returned it for a touchdown up at Northern Michigan earlier this year. They move the chains, 1st and 10. Cox in the pocket, good protection, fires it over the middle. Intercepted Davenport. Back the other way, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and all brought down right there. Great return, interception, the second of the game. Jackson Reisbig, the redshirt freshman from Lowell High School. And Reisbig gets his first pick as a Panther, and with a beautiful return as well, brings it all the way down inside the 35.
One of the guys, Rick, that you said or noticed that Sparky's putting him in, paying him off for good practices.
Second interception of the game for Davenport. Nick Pulley had one in the first half. This is Jackson Reisbig's first as a Panther here in the fourth quarter. Back to play, they'll go off the left side. This is Sterling, Jeremiah Sterling. Nice run left side. He's got a first down and brought down inside the 25. They'll put his knee down at the 21.
Jeremiah Sterling on the carry. 59.
Final 2:20, Davenport using up some, well, I thought they were going to use up all the play clock. They line up. Now we got an additional new running back for DU in there. It is J.T. Hartman from Forest Hills Central High School.
Underclassman, I'm guessing.
So I got a feeling, I'm not keeping track, but I got a feeling that everybody on that made the trip over here to Detroit is going to get in some kind of minute action today.
Yeah, Hartman is a redshirt freshman.
Here to help. We are Henry Ford Health, and we rep the 313.
Some cynical fans look at this stuff and say, well, what does it matter? Well, it means a lot to the guys that are practicing every day, just knowing their chances of getting on the field may not be that great. But when they do get an opportunity, they relish every single snap they can get of action. Hartman is the 5th running back to carry the ball if he carries one here in the final 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. He's to the left of quarterback Christian Johnson. They give it to JT. He'll plow into the center of the line, keep the legs driving for a couple to about the 20. Brought down by Joe Clark.
JT Hartman on the carry.
5 different running backs tote the rock
57.
in this win over Wayne State here in Detroit today. Nice win overall for DU. We'll have some totals. Oh, they give to Hartman. He's hit for a loss. Boy, the tackler almost took the handoff from quarterback Christian Johnson. Jordan Hutchinson was in there. I don't know if anybody touched him.
Jordan Hutchinson on a stop.
3rd and long. Clock moving as we approach 1 minute left in this one. I don't know if they're going to let CJ put it up. He threw a very nice ball, trying to connect with Mike Young last time. See what they do on 3rd down. He's got 2 receivers to the right. On 3rd and long, J.T. Hartman behind him in that pistol formation. High snap, it's over the head. CJ goes back, picks it up and falls on it. Good decision that time by CJ. At that point, just cut your losses, go back and get it. Falls on it at about the 45-yard line.
Clock running inside of 40 seconds. Next play will be the last one, I think.
It will be. It's going to make it 4th down. They can't use it all up. The play clock is at 20 or 19, about a 4 or 5 second difference. So let's let him put it up. It's 4th down and forever. 4th down and 34 specifically. They look back at the clock. See there, they do have to snap it. It's a high snap again over the head of JT. CJ goes back, gets it, and it almost uses up the. It did. It used up the remaining 5 seconds. That was the plan, Bill.
Trick play, Rick.
It was a trick play. 2 consecutive snaps over the head of the quarterback, and they used up an additional 8 or 9 seconds, and that ends the final seconds of this one. Final score, Davenport 49, Wayne State 14. We'll have you listen to some music, and then we'll come back with final team stats and individual stats here on your home for DU Panthers road games, dupanthers.com. Well, the Davenport Panthers even their overall record on the 2025 season at 3-3, and their 2-2 record now in the GLIAC puts them at the level watermark with a convincing 49-14 win over Wayne State here in Detroit. Quick scoring summaries for you. Davenport got on the board quickly. They scored early and often. First possession, they got ball down to the 9-yard lines where Cephas Harris scored from 9 yards out. Ian Jenkins' kick made it 7-0 Davenport. Panthers got the ball back. Got down to the 35 where Dwan Mathis connected with Dom Greguric for Dom's first touchdown as a Panther, a 35-yard scoring toss, and Jenkins' PAT made it 14-0 Davenport. Panthers added another one early second quarter when they got down to the 1-yard line where Cephas Harris plunged it in. Then with just 4.5 left in the first half, Harris scored his 3rd touchdown of the half and his 11th of the season from 1 yard out again. Jenkins' kick made it 28-0 Davenport. Looks like they were driving for even more late in the half, but a Dwan Mathis pass was picked off by Johnson, the linebacker for Wayne State. He ran it back 67 yards for a pick 6. And we went to the locker room. Davenport ahead 28-7. Panthers got the ball back just 90 seconds into the second half. Keontae Nixon caught a 50-yard touchdown pass from Dwan Mathis. And PAT made it 35-7 Davenport. Panthers then Harris ran from 9 yards out, his 4th touchdown, tying his school record with 4 touchdowns in a game. And then Wayne State got on the board one more time with 12:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Tyus, a 1-yard touchdown run, made it 42-14. And then Davenport scored his final touchdown of the game when Jeremiah Sterling scored his first TD as a Panther, a 4-yard dash, made the final score 49-14. Here's Bill with some team stats.
Yeah, Rick, not trying to quiz you here at all. Do you remember what you told me the total offense record was? Maybe Ryan called you about it.
It was 562.
Here's the snaps. Davenport ended up with 544 yards of total offense because they snapped the ball over the quarterback's head.
Oh, they lost 25, 30 yards because of those snaps.
Yeah, but anyway, the good news, but remember that. The good news, Davenport, 544 yards of total offense, 21 out of 31 passing for 330, 51 carries for 214 on the ground. Now, Wayne's numbers, and think about how this reflects on Davenport's defenders. Wayne ended up with 46 plays. Remember, Davenport ran 82. 46 plays for 175 yards, 138 yards passing, 21 carries for 37 yards. Davenport had the ball, like I say, 82 plays to 46 for the Warriors. Davenport had the ball more than 35 minutes. Wayne State less than 25. Wayne was, again, we go back to Davenport's defense. Wayne was 1 for 10 on third down, 1 for 2 on fourth down. Your last number, Rick, Davenport, 11 out of 16 on third down today. Tremendous effort and kind of a funny ending. Not funny, but they at one point had a new record with 576 total yards of offense.
They lost about 50 yards on those two snaps. Mark's checking to see if we can get the exact yardage lost on those two snaps. But anyway, it won't go in the record book. Some individual numbers for Davenport. Trey Harris, 20 carries, 133 yards, and 4 touchdown ties a school record, along of 26.5-yard average. Asher Gregory, 5 carries for 41 yards, nice 8 yards per carry average for Gregory. Caden Collins, 7 for 36, and Jeremiah Sterling, 5 for 27, all part of that big rushing offense for Davenport of 214 yards. Mark, we get it 45 yards they lost on those two snaps. That would have given them that, the total yardage record at Wayne State. Passing, Dwan Mathis, solid game, 18 for 25, 75% completion percentage, 885 yards, 2 touchdowns with a long of 50 to Keontae Nixon for the touchdown. He was sacked just one time. Grant Thwaites, 3 out of 5 for 45 yards in relief of Mathis. Receiving for Davenport, George Sims, 5 catches for 43 yards with a long of 15. Clint Walker, 3 for 52 with a long of 30. Dom Greguric, 3 for 49, including his first touchdown as a Panther from 35 yards out. Caden Collins, 3 catches for 17 yards out of the backfield. Alec Woyan averaged 1 punt, or he only punted 1 time? Yeah, just 1 punt today, 35 yards. And kick returns, not much of a factor here. Leading tacklers for Davenport, Xavier Marquez had 5. Latrell Scott had 4. Austin Steve had 3 each, along with D'Angelo Bellamy. Davenport overwhelms Wayne State 49-14. Bill, some final comments as they get ready for 4 straight games at home to wrap up the 2025 season.
Well, I was trying to point out how good the defense was, but really everybody played well today. They just hit on all cylinders. Offense set a record, then didn't. We won't say it again. And defense constantly in the backfield, holding Wayne to another with all those sacks. Poor day on offense.
Everybody but perhaps the backup center. I don't know.
Nope.
We're not going to. Hey, as we wind it up here, folks, nice scene across the way. All the Davenport family members who were here, they almost packed the visiting stands, visiting with the Panthers, enjoying this wonderful victory on a Saturday afternoon, a glorious October afternoon here in the Motor City. That'll wrap it up. Thanks to my spotter, Mark Erickson, for his usual superb work. My partner is Bill Rohn. My name's Rick Berkey, saying thanks for joining us. Don't forget to join us again as the Davenport's home this Saturday, 12 noon. If you can't make it out, join us on Flow Sports. Again, the happy totals from the Motor City. Davenport 49, Wayne State 14. So long, everybody.